Welcome to Blackwater D&D, where good friends tell better stories.
I like mine better.
Intimate.
So intimate. We changed the lighting up for 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden everything gets all
It's all
sultry
sexy
in here. I'm here for it. Amazing. Okay, I want to play some good D&D with my friends, so I am going to jump into announcements. I'm going to acknowledge that we are streaming tonight from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations, while our characters play in a world that Tim has created. We are honored to live, work, and ultimately play on these lands tonight. Jess is away at a wedding this weekend, but she will be back soon. Also, we just got word that from the time we're recording right now, Sean's going to be back really soon. So we're very excited. Also, I just want to say, this is episode 98. We are like a couple episodes away from episode 100.
Mathematically, we're 2.
Mathematically, we're
You went to say 2 and then you backed off it. I want to explore that.
Listen,
I saw your mouth form the T sound.
Listen, who knows what happens when I've got to slide a couple other episodes or something happens or we go off streaming one week. In any case, we're almost at episode 100. We're
Still 2 episodes away.
Shut up, Tim.
Oh, no, but I see where you were going to say we are 2 weeks away.
Yes, and I didn't.
And then you went, oh, wait.
Yes.
I see.
Listen, I'm trying.
On.
I am trying. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully do something fun for episode 100. I'm very, very excited to have Mr. Deppner back at the table. If you love this campaign as much as we do and you want to get caught up, you can find Campaign 2 over on the Blackwater D&D YouTube page. Campaign 2 episodes release on Fridays at noon with podcast episodes from the previous week dropping on Mondays at noon. You can type !YouTube to find our channel link. Also, if you are brand new to the stream and you're like, oh my gosh, episode 98, well, one, thank you for being here this early in the stream. Wonderful, good job, you're here. We also are doing the Way Back Machine. On every Wednesday, we are going on a rewatch through Campaign 2. We started at the very beginning, and we are working our way. We're at the first very few couple episodes. I can't tell you what episode we're at, considering time is weird, and we record these. Time is weird. But please come hang out with us on Wednesdays-ish. We're having a lovely time. It's really great to have a bunch of new people come in and say, oh, they're going to start watching the campaign because now they feel like they can catch up too. That's great. We want to give some big thank yous to our Techwater team of Chantel and Benji for keeping us on the rails this evening. Woo! Yeah! Also, Eric Johnson's in the studio tonight. Woo! Yeah! Some very brief programming updates. Episode 97 dropped on the podcast. And we have a Patreon. Adam, can you tell the folks at home about Patreon?
Yeah, of course I can. Hey. Listen.
Oh, God.
Adam got knives at the LA Ren Fair.
And it's his whole personality.
It's his whole personality now.
I'm that guy who bought swords and they're on my wall, and my whole personality is the swords.
No, you carry them with you all the time.
Yeah, I have a katana now, and I need everyone to know about it.
He's gonna break out the fedoras.
We're having an intervention about it.
There's so many.
I did say it was gonna be an
problem.
intervention last night.
Speaking of having things that are this time not problematic, we have a Patreon, and it's unproblematic. I hope.
It's unproblematic.
Okay.
Yes.
Currently.
Giannis is working on some stuff. We're heading him off at the pass. But we have a Patreon. It's a really cool place to hang out. If you join, you get to get in the Patreon exclusive Discord where you can hang out and chat about all the crazy things. You also get a bunch of extra content. It's free to join at the free tier. Imagine that. And then you can subscribe at the Knucklebone tier, and the Knucklebone tier gets you so much stuff. You get chat water, which is something that we film immediately after we film these episodes. If you ever want to get our like unfiltered response emotionally to some bullshittery that Tim has just pulled, Chatwater is the place to experience that, because it's often that. It's often us being like, what the fuck,
man? Why did you do that?
And then all of our other shows that we have been hard at work releasing also have talkbacks. So there's a lot of talkbacks for Sin Eater that are all Patreon exclusive. There's a ton of reasons to join the Patreon. Number one being, it helps us, it supports us, it allows us to continue doing this dope shit that we love doing for you.
We also had 4 new patrons in the last week sign up, so
Whoa,
thank you so much. We also have the Blackwater Keep tier, and if you've ever wanted to pick our brains about actual play or D&D or do like DM consultation or world building, you can the upper tier, which I believe is $50 a month. Yeah, if you are like, hey, I really want to support these wonderful folks above and beyond, and you want a chance to hang out with us, you get a free meeting.
So sign up now.
So sign
Do
up.
it.
Don't let Adam.
There's no
threaten
other
you
reason.
with the knives.
Just do it. What are you waiting for?
Also, last week we premiered Blackwater's big battle mechanics. Those dropped at the free tier on Patreon. So
For a playtest.
For a playtest, and so we've thank you so much for all the responses we've got so far. And if you want to go get your hands on the Blackwater big battle mechanics, and I can guarantee you they are going to make another appearance in the campaign. So if you want to playtest them, or if you have any feedback for us, the feedback form is attached to the document. Tim's worked really hard. We obviously had Adam go through like a run through of it, and it was so fun to observe. I can't wait to maybe get the chance to do it myself. So please head on over to our Patreon. You can type !Patreon in the chat for all that good stuff. Also, we are headed to Gamescom Canada, and I'm so freaking excited about it. We are special guests, selected partners. I think all of us Canadian folks are going to be there.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. What?
When's this releasing?
Who knows? After?
June 2nd?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
before.
Just before.
So meet us there.
So meet us there. Come hang out with us.
There's tons of time.
If you
so cheap to fly to Edmonton.
if you are a Canadian who's wanting to go to a con but don't want to have to deal with the borders or the tariffs or
Hey, if you're an American who's willing to deal with all those things, it's also
It's easy to come to
actually
Canada.
easy to
way
come
easy to
here,
come to
yeah.
Canada.
such a good escape. And fingers crossed, coming back, they stop you and you're stuck in Canada. That's awesome.
Whoopty.
That's a win-win.
Pretty good.
We are not encouraging you to.
Oh, no.
Whoa,
We're encouraging no illegal activity.
No
We're
illegal
not.
activity.
We're not
That would
encouraging
be
you.
crazy.
Stop, both of you,
No,
stop.
no, legally-
no fingers, no
legally,
wings.
we're not
We
encouraging
are not
anything.
encouraging illegal
Not encouraging
activity.
anything.
Full stop. Fuck Noah's gonna have to review this.
Our poor lawyer.
I didn't do anything.
We
I said
are
I'm not.
Gamescom Canada is the biggest
You
nerd
shouldn't.
convention in Canada. There's like over 90,000 people. It's held. It's sponsored by TELUS. It's held, and apparently, like the con floor is like 450,000 square feet. So it's huge. They've got the Intel main stage. I've got a couple really cool things that I want to announce that we're going to be doing.
That's 200 times bigger than my apartment.
That's huge. We're going to be doing DM roulette. And if you wanted to come watch us do DM roulette in person, that's where you can do it. We are doing the con shot. We're doing our mental health in gaming panel. And Adam is going to be running games. Adam, can you give the folks at home a preview of what you're going to be doing?
I will be running 3 sessions of the same game. So if you sign up, unless you're like, I really want to play through the same thing twice, sign up
I
to
know all
one.
the answers.
That's actually, people might do that. But I'm running 3 games. I think there's 15 tickets left at last count. And it is an adventure from back in the before 4 times.
Way back.
It's
like
an adventure that
a
I
decade
ran
ago.
Tim, Jess, and Em through.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 10 years ago,
Yeah.
called The Mystery of Greensteel. There is a new town that is a bunch of industrious gnomes who have started up a town called Greensteel, and it is named after a miraculous metal that they've found. And if you were to sign up, you would take part in the party that is investigating the strange circumstances that lie beneath the mystery of Greensteel. So if you've ever wanted to play in a game that was run by a member of Blackwater, sign on up. It's
Such a
It's $60.
I forgot how much I charge. I think it's 60
It's $60 for a ticket.
Canadian, which is
Canadian.
like $12 American.
So yeah, there's lots of spots left.
like
So
a
please
wink in
come
there.
hang out. It's going to be great.
It's a handshake.
As well, we are also Tim and I are going to be guesting on a Kobold Press live play. I'm really stoked. It's on the mega stage. Thank you for filling me down. We'll be doing a Tales of the Valiant run through. I'm really excited. It's going to be with some very fun folks. There also might be something else that is going to be happening as well, involving a bunch of other amazing GMs and Sean, but I will save that announcement maybe for next week.
Whoa.
So if you're wanting all the details, you can type !GCC in the chat, and it'll take you right to the page where you can go get your tickets. So please come hang out with us in Canada. We might not get a chance to go to a lot of the big US conventions this year, just based with the way the world is going. So we would love to see you in Edmonton on June 13th to 15th. And now it's my favorite time to talk about Godkiller. As always, Balance features the core cast of myself with Giannis and Gina as my Godkillers, and we have a stunning crew of guests, including Christian Navarro, Tim Carlson, Anjali Bamani, Christian Carlson, Cody Heath, Luis Carrazzo, Brandon Lee Mulligan, Matt Mercer, and Abria Iyengar. We're thrilled to have the show sponsored by the wonderful folks over at Hero Forge and Moonbeam. So thank you for allowing us to play pretend and really cry about it. Last week we dropped Interlude 5 Forgiving, and I hope you're all caught up with Oblivion so that it makes sense for you. It's, the episode that being able to go back and revisit the characters from Oblivion was so delightful. Giannis and I, when we recorded this one, we weren't really even sure if we were going to use it based on what had to happen later on, and that's all I'll say about it. We have one more episode before our finales drop. Episode 15, Imbibing, has Rake and Ever back in Hood searching for the final missing piece before their confrontation with the matron. This episode drops June 13th while we're at Gamescom at noon PST. We're dropping more teasers along the way, so thank you for joining us on our second journey through the Cradle. And speaking of podcasts, we are also thrilled with everybody's response to Sin Eater Absolution. Absolution stars Jess as our Sin Eater Caradoc and Adam as the Journal, and we are well on our way to digesting the sins of the Evagrius family. As well, the Kickstarter for Sin Eater has dropped. It dropped last week. It dropped last week, so please go. Time is so weird. Go back it right now. I am hoping that it's fully funded because at the time of recording this, it's not open yet. But there's a bunch of amazing tiers, and one of the stretch goals is an entire album to play while you're playing the game, created by the very, very talented Cy Rutherford. The game was created by Anna Casilla. You can type ! Sin Eater in the chat to go sink your teeth into this campaign. Our next episode, episode 3, what is an episode?
So if you're all caught up, you've seen Caradoc tend to Francesca Evagrius and her sins of lust. Coming this week, Caradoc returns once more to the Evagrius Manor to explore the sin of wrath.
Ooh. Which I know is one of their sins as well. If I remember correctly. Because they have 3 sins, do you know?
I believe.
Banality, wrath, and parasociality.
Yeah, I believe so.
So good.
Yes. So come check it out.
Come check it out. That episode drops this Friday, June 6th, and our talkback show, Just Desserts, drops on Thursdays over on Patreon at the Knucklebow tier and above. The first one for the Gluttony. Thank you. The Gluttony dropped live on our podcast feed, so if you like what you hear, go head on over to Patreon and you can subscribe there to go do that.
And if you haven't, having just recently edited the first episode of Just Desserts, if you haven't listened to it, it is very much just Jess and I viscerally reacting to what we've just done. You feel good about that?
It's making a very funny sound. I'm so sorry.
It is like pretty wholly unedited. It is a lot of Jess and I just kind of full knee-jerk reacting to like the thing. We kind of come out of a fugue state in most episodes where we're done and we're like, what happened? What did I say?
Jess makes some choices.
Especially in actually this wrath upcoming. Caradoc makes some choices that are very exciting, and I won't go any further.
And I love
won't
that for
spoil
them
anything,
because
but it is very
they're a
it's an intense
beautiful,
episode.
beautiful person, and they've never done anything wrong in their whole life ever.
And if you've listened to Wanderlust, I make some choices.
Well, we love that.
Also intense.
You're going to want to head on over to Patreon anyway for all that bonus content. And thank you so much for loving our weird little show. And yeah, go check out the Kickstarter by typing !Sin Eater in the chat. And that's it. I want to play some D&D with my friends. I have been looking forward to this episode for weeks. Grab your tissues, grab your spider milk, grab your jorts, and your best friends, whether you're new with us tonight or you've been with us for ages. Thank you so much for your support. It is through community that we make amazing things happen. We love you immensely, and thank you so much for hanging out with us at our table. We hope you feel super, super welcome here. Chantel, roll the freaking clip.
right, so for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, Best Wishes continued the time jump as Thistle and Shy completed the first trial of the Banded Sombra and each received a torque. Meanwhile, Miri was granted a surprise visit from Nadari, who rewarded her with 2 new spells for helping the Hinderlings find direction and building the foundations of a temple.
Do I get a reward from Nadari? Because I'm a 50-50 member. That business partnership
Not
is 50. It's
yet.
actually we've agreed 60-40 until I'm paid back.
Majority
She owes
stakeholder.
you so much money.
So much money, dude. I paid for this business. 60-40 is generous.
Sugar daddy.
Shy also tracked down her father in Sidon after a difficult conversation was able to convince him to come back with her to talk to her mom. While this was happening, Thistle reconnected with the Moonlit Prince and discussed the future of the Trigon, Van Dyne, and their pasts. And finally, an invitation was sent to Shy from the Witch Queen of Delvie, inviting her and her coven to Bedlam's Night, a very special gathering of covens from across the world. And that
What
is
did
where
Blueberry
we-
get up to?
Blueberry, that's a great question. They
Yeah.
see you at the top of the stairs. You've just heard about
But
them
like
talking about this
behind the
invitation.
scenes, what was she up to?
What was she up to? You had a couple of days.
That's a you choice.
That's not Tim. That's
no,
you.
I want Tim to tell me what happened.
See where it says the player name, Kelli.
Do you see how it says
Kelli.
alignment? I just wrote nice lady.
That's a you choice.
And under experience points, I just wrote some.
Yes.
Have you been on dates with Will Belosi?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you
we
did-
took the goats out for a little walk.
I was gonna say because
Here's a change.
you did turn down.
Sweet.
You turned down. I think doing something with Jess because you were hanging out with Will Willows.
Oh.
What did you? You were taking.
We took the goats out for a walk. We took them to the sea.
To do what?
Goats.
To experience it.
Goats, notorious swimmers
Yeah.
of the sea.
Experience the
love this.
seaside.
I wanted them to get like the smell of like the ocean on them.
I owed sacrifice to Cthulhu.
No.
Oh.
I love those goats. All 6 of them.
Um,
I wrote their names down somewhere.
You have noticed also Fry has been giving you a
Under-
lot of side eye.
Yeah, he's really jealous.
He's super jealous.
Poor little Fry.
You should buy him a little goat suit so that he can feel like
I should get him his own goat.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can't
we
have
don't
more
need
goats.
size.
Goats in the keep.
But like a really small one, like a cat-sized goat.
A spell, shrink goat. It's permanent.
Absolutely.
Only works on goats.
Yeah.
Hinderlings can do that. They
Yeah.
can shrink your ghost.
Yeah, I think so. I forgot the Hinderlings. Yeah.
But yeah, you hear about this invitation to Bedlam's Night.
Is Esper back at this point?
I just know, I need to. You've said something and you've set something in motion. Can they unshrink your goat? Can they unshrink the goat?
Can they? No, not the Hinderlings. No, certainly not. No.
Because I was like,
That's
if
a
you,
wish spell.
If you
Yeah.
could shrink a goat and then unshrink it when it was time for the food, like you're really reducing your overhead on
You
that.
absolutely
like, that's,
could.
That's a. But
If you
can't.
figured that out, I
You need to
mean,
figure
if
out
you
the
wanted
unshrink
to,
part.
That's
you
a
could
whole
make that a
side
business.
That's an abattoir. That's an abattoir, dude.
It's an abattoir.
Goat nuggets, maybe.
Oh, packed full of protein.
Like those.
They're small, but
like
they're,
those tiny birds that
Alright.
you eat whole. But
No.
You have to blindfold yourself because it's a sin. It's the sin in front of God.
Is
We
Esper
strayed
back from
so
the
far
Yassel?
from the light.
Is Esper back from the Yassel when we?
I think so. Yeah, the road has been secured because Shy traveled on it last week
Yeah.
to get up to Caligai and then on to Sidon.
Esper would have spent a fair amount of weeks out in the jungle.
Yeah. You might be back for. You might be at the house when you get word of this, but you might be heading back out.
Okay.
So you'd be around, I would say,
Yeah.
for this.
That works.
I would head back.
Yes,
Right
you
in the
arrive
hall.
as well. Yeah, you were there as well.
So if everyone's here, it's in 13 days,
Oh, lots of time.
but the letters like
It would be 13.
I know. I don't know anything about witches really.
I just know what I've learned in a book.
What did you learn in a book?
Oh, not much. Mostly just like friendship and like coming together to form a coven to support each other.
Are you talking about the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Yeah, like there's a pair of pants that we all wear every 13 days. We share these pants. They fit all of us.
Denim, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's pants involved, but if there are,
Oh, no pants, I'm in. Tearaways.
so My sense is we should probably go a couple days ahead of time. There's like probably stuff to do there.
Fair? Is there a fair?
Yeah, you would have heard about this.
Tailgate.
Yeah, there is kind of like because a lot of people come in town, a lot of witches come into town for it, but there's kind of a market beforehand. There's all kinds of different stalls. There's places to stay
fair love.
before
And
you
it's
travel
called
into.
WitchCon?
No, it's called Bedlam's Night. They've been calling it CovenCon. Above table.
Oh, I see.
But Bedlam's Night happens in a demi-plane, so the Sage Marsh.
Right.
So everyone heads in to the Sage Marsh.
I mean, how many days do we need at this pre-party?
I mean, maybe if if Bedlam's Night is in 13 days, maybe we go like two-ish days ahead of time.
2 days in the pre-party.
Look, I'm
Have
trying
you
to.
ever had a country lemonade?
No, but I don't think I'll need 2 days to drink it.
Well, I also want to give my mama so I learned a little bit. There's a coven of sea witches that apparently my great grandmother or something formed. And I know that I want my mama to be able to have a chance to get connected with them. And I think I'm going to try and drag my brother to. And the invitation is for my coven to come. So,
Who's in your coven?
I mean, are y'all in my coven?
I'm not a witch.
You don't have to be a witch to come. I'm not a witch. So,
I'll go. But
Okay.
I don't know if I want to do 2 days of the pre-game.
well, there's drugs.
Do you want to?
I think we need 3.
That's what I think.
I mean, if there's
Yeah.
drugs,
And I know you wanted to go talk to the Witch Queen.
5 days.
So let's maybe split the difference and say 4.
2.
I hate this.
No, I agree with your original estimate of 2.
Of 2 days. Okay.
I think that's good.
Okay. Well, let's do that then.
1 day for travel.
Where is it again?
Does the letter say how I get there?
It's in Delvey. Delvey is a
Delvey.
place.
The
Yeah.
moonlit-
So
the
that's
moonlit
where
prince.
everyone meets, and then you head in.
Nash,
The Sage Marsh.
my boy, Nash,
He was
told me
Yeah?
that he could get us there.
Oh, that's kind of him.
Yes, he would. If we go to his house, beautiful house, he can take us.
Beautiful house.
Gowns, beautiful gowns.
No.
He's forbidden. That voice is retired.
So we would all have to go together, yeah?
We would probably have to all go through.
Probably.
Right.
And I mean, we've got a couple days, and I mean, I know I just got back, and my dad just got back, so I want to give him and my mama a chance to.
Are you trying to parent trap your parents?
No,
Are you? I think you are.
I don't think I'm trying to parent trap them. I think that my mama said she wanted a conversation, and Adri needs a father, and I might need a dad, and things are much more settled than they used to be, and so I'd like. My mama doesn't have the curse anymore, so maybe they deserve a chance to try and figure out what the fuck is going on with them.
Sounds like a parent trap to me.
It took a lot to
Yes.
get him back here, so.
I'm sorry I
Would you
wasn't there. I
parent
could have
trap?
worn some sort of hat that made me look like you.
Also,
We could have,
if y'all see him gambling, please tell me.
oh, is that his thing?
Yeah, like he can't ever go back to Yorn because of 25,000 gold of gambling debt. So, if you see him gambling, he gets. No, he doesn't even get that. So
Cut
tell
his
me.
fingers off.
Shy's back.
I did tell him the only thing he could gamble on was if I ever get in a fight. He's allowed to gamble on that.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, give an inch, take a mile kind of thing.
Can I place bets on his behalf?
No,
All right.
that's gambling by proxy. You can't do that.
Like you. Okay.
Look, I got him while we were up inside, and he was gambling his lunch away with the other guys at the docks. So
I mean, but that only hurts him. And he gets lunch.
I
had a-
am picturing Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
what? Like if we had a comparison for
Nope,
my
it's
dad.
Dennis Quaid now.
I will not be able to picture anyone else.
Yeah,
I'm just-
that's locked in.
Because of the parent trap.
Yeah, sad but sadder. because of the
Yeah.
gamble.
like Kevin Costner.
Oh shit, Kevin Costner is sad Dennis Quaid.
No,
Right.
he's not. Dennis Quaid is sad. Kevin Costner, I think.
I don't know. Have you seen
Today.
Yellowstone?
Today.
No, neither of them are what I had in mind. No.
Well, I'm sorry. Kelly makes
What were
those
you?
decisions.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but
Kelly
not
does
that.
Kelly does have written here alignment, nice lady. So the choices are kind of
Choices are
locked
made.
in.
So yeah, maybe we could hang out in town for a couple days before we go to Coven Con.
Which means Adri looks like Jack Quaid.
Not bad. Not bad. Actually.
Honestly,
He has gotten tall. He just went through a
he
growth
went
spurt.
through a growth spurt. I think he looks like
That
Jack
works.
Quaid right now.
Okay.
Right?
Jack Quaid is cute. He's cute.
He's cute. He's in the boys.
I wrote it.
He's a Nepo baby.
Yeah. Okay.
But with
Fish Jack Quaid.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
like Jack
Okay.
Quaid meets the deep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, one of the worst scenes in
One of the
television.
worst.
No. Okay. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna be hanging out here for the next couple days, but we'll figure out when we're ready. Do we want to take a day to travel so you can spend like a little bit of time with Nash before we go?
Oh no, I can go visit him before then if I want to visit. It's all right. Well, how long are you in town for?
I mean, I can't just disappear out of nowhere, but I can definitely talk to some of the folks and let them know that I might be gone for a bit.
No, but I mean, are you going to be here for a bit, or are you leaving again soon to go back onto the front lines?
I don't.
It was such disdain.
I'm not sure what the rotation looks like right now, but I can go have a word and say that
You want to go out tonight?
tonight. Yeah, I've got the night off.
Do you work tomorrow?
No, I don't
Alright,
think so. I
good.
kind of make my own hours. I'm not a member of the military. I am a
Consultant.
yeah, kind of.
Private contractor.
Yeah, I do war crimes so that they don't bounce back on the government.
This is unsurprising.
I mean,
Blackwater. We did it. We came full circle, baby. We
It's like when you say the name of the show and it ends.
all right. I think we should go out tonight.
Okay. Yeah. Well, should I be concerned?
About.
Nah, it's fine. All right. Yeah.
No, I mean, there's probably things you should be concerned about, but I want to know if you know what they are.
Do you want to have this conversation away so you don't have to feel any form of judgment from us?
Yeah.
No, I think
We
the
can go upstairs,
judgment's kind of
paint our
part of it for
toenails.
him.
I don't feel judgment.
All right.
Listen,
Are you gonna judge me?
No.
All
I'm,
right.
Watching.
I'm excited to go into this blind. Let's do it. I could,
All right.
I could use a night of levity. For
So you
sure.
don't want to know anything about it. Okay, deal.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta pop down and make sure that they know that I've not been kidnapped or killed.
All right.
Okay.
I will meet you here in.
What time is it?
I would say it's like midday.
I will meet you here in 6 hours.
Okay.
All right, perfect. You still have that plane shift talisman, right?
I do, but it's yeah.
All right, perfect.
Great.
Okay.
So threatening.
Hit
All right.
it, knock. Reliable.
6 hours goes by.
I would head
yeah.
to the whatever the HQ.
I'm
kind of
okay.
like,
I'm gonna go.
just
I'm gonna.
let them know that
Yeah.
I'll be gone for like. a
And
couple of
they've
days.
made some really good pushes into the Yasil. They've got a few places where they're kind of making a foothold, and like they've made considerable gains and setting up sort of outposts in the Yasil.
Yeah.
As they're getting kind of closer. And
I will spend the 5 hours essentially creating a system because I'm assuming one of them would have access to sending.
oh yeah.
But sending is a very limited amount of. So I would create a system of like shorthand that they could send to me, and I'll leave my knucklebone so that I can do like long form messages.
Yeah.
So I can be like, this is what you need to do, and it's like a long form because I have unlimited amount that I can send through the tooth, but limited if not they can't send anything back.
Yeah.
So I create like a shorthand for them to send to me that I can then respond to through the tooth for like tactical stuff.
Yeah, as they're making a push kind of on two fronts, one from the north to kind of push in from the north. 'Cause they're getting some
But
help.
we've essentially opened up a full section of the kingdom.
Yes.
Because
Yeah. And like
road,
because you've liberated Caligai, they're able to send a bunch of supplies and resupply there.
Great.
So now you have a force there, and there's a push happening. They're staging a push for Slaughter Song pretty soon.
Right.
I
would
and they're kind
probably-
of just laying the groundwork
Yeah.
for that. But you'll be back for
I'd probably
that.
Oh, okay.
for Slaughter Song.
I said that's presumptuous.
Oh no.
But yeah, you let them know. Is there anything you do in the afternoon? Just kind of hang out.
I think Shy takes like an afternoon off, a rare afternoon off. I think there's also like a lot of pacing that happens, and just a like waiting to see like if her mom comes home so that she can give her mom the third degree about what's happening.
Yeah, your brother's just playing crokinole downstairs.
I think I go and I play. He did ask me if I wanted to play crokinole with him, so I do go play crokinole with him.
Okay.
Is there like any, or I think that Blueberry would want to do a little bit of research of like what this is.
Yeah.
So could I find some sort of?
Yeah. So you.
Oh, if you were going to do research, I'd want to come with you for that. That would be.
Yeah,
fun.
you want to come join?
I mean, yeah, I'm not bad at finding things. I mean, we would play crokinole for a bit, and then I would go. We have like 6 days to do.
I can't hang out with your brother for too long.
No, this is just
He
the
gets,
afternoon.
Oh, just
he
that
gets
afternoon.
real
Just
sweaty
the
and
afternoon,
nervous
yeah.
around me, and it makes me feel bad.
And like as Adri, we're finishing up like around. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go.
I know. Now that I'm like, no, he's still a child.
Still a child.
I would say to Adri, I'm gonna go hang out with Blueberry for a little bit and go. Oh, did you want to come to Bedlam's night with us?
Oh, what's that?
It's like the meeting of all the witch covens. I think Mama's coming. I don't know if Dad's coming. He probably shouldn't come.
I mean, I'm not a witch. Yeah, that's Jack.
Pretty close.
Head on, dude.
Close.
I
pretty
mean,
close.
I'm not a witch.
I'm not a witch.
Okay.
I'm a witch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, like Mama's and our ancestor formed one of the covens.
Oh, that's cool.
They do like sea witch shit.
And you're gonna be there?
Yes.
I maybe got to think about it. I mean, if you really want me there, I'll go.
I mean, I'm gonna leave it up to you, buddy. Like,
Okay.
I'd love for you to come, and I know Mama
Okay.
would probably like
No,
for
I'll
you
come.
to come.
And I won't be weird. I promise.
I mean, there might be some
Don't
interesting
say that.
people to make there. I know you're
Yeah.
wanting to see more of the world. This is in the Feywild, so
Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
I know
okay.
you and Moss went there real briefly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were there like 4 hours. And it was like 4 months for us, but
Yeah.
the time thing's fixed now. So
That's good.
yeah, but
Okay.
you'd have to be part of my coven apparently.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yes, I'm okay with that.
All right. Okay. Well, don't go outside, get some fresh air or something. Don't
I'm
stay
just
in.
gonna play a few more rounds.
All right. We're gonna go to.
Trying to find the rules for this amulet. I don't know which chat you put.
Where
it
did
in.
you want to go to
Oh, it's just the amulet of
do
Piney.
some
Look it up
research?
from the.
Doesn't it have more rules, or is it just a?
Like the library? Is there a library?
We could
Or like, is there like a local
Oh, yeah, I
crone? Is there a local crone that you could go find?
You could try.
Yeah.
You could go look for a
if
local
not,
crone.
If not there, maybe we could go to the Vitoma. Might have some information about
Yeah.
it. But a local crone.
I like
sounds-
the idea.
Make
of
an
a
investigation check for a local crone.
I don't have proficiency in investigation. You might though.
Yeah, I think so. +8.
That sounds great.
So that's a 22.
Yeah. So you kind of do some asking around, and you kind of like suss it out, and you find out that there is a woman that kind of gets referred to as a crone, a little bit in a little bit of a derogatory way. She does live at the edge of town, and she is.
Hag?
No.
Is this the
We've met
same
two
person that we've encountered?
Different
You meet a
hags.
lot of hags at the edges of town, okay? But no, this is like an older woman who does live at the edge of town. She is known for her kind of apothecary skills, like more to the locals. Like she's someone that people go to for kind of healing and things like that, and they don't necessarily want to go through a cleric or anything like that. It's a little more informal. and there's a little bit more sort of tradition to it.
And her name is?
Her name is Rosie Beetletrick.
It's just so many tricks with beetles, dude.
So
Can make them dance.
I dare you to knock on her door.
You dare me to knock on her door?
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm daring you to knock on her door.
yeah, you come to her like kind of simple stone house
in the front yard.
Yeah.
with a thatch roof. You can see there like chimneys going. There's a bunch of dried like different garlic and.
I'm not seeing any
outside.
we had there was like a hair there was the witch that took
Not
our
a
hair
hair.
last time. Nothing like that this time.
Yeah, should I don't know, check to see if there's any magic afoot?
There's gonna be magic everywhere
Yeah,
as I
that's
go up
true.
and I just knock on her door.
That's presumptuous.
You're
feeding into stereotypes. Just because
You're not here.
Because she's been Adam is. I'm here present at the table. I'm calling you out for problematic behavior.
Oh my god!
Not every crone is associated with magic. Just sometimes you're an old lady.
I mean, she's just an old lady. You see the door opens and you see an older, kind of aging green tiefling. You can see she has one horn that kind of curls back.
What happened to the other?
It's broken. You can see it's like a kind of like a half horn.
inappropriately ask her.
And she has like a beautiful kind of headscarf that she's woven around the horns. But you can see kind of her braid is sort of tucked up underneath, and she's wearing just kind of simple clothes. She's got like a rag in her hand, and she's kind of. Can I help you? You knocked on my door.
Yeah, hi. My name is Honiah. And we had some. Yeah.
And I'm Maggie P.
No, Honiah's my actual name.
What? How do I not know this? I thought we were lying about names.
No.
She goes, "Why would you lie about your name?"
Shah's just a nickname.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I'm Blueberry.
Okay, what do you want?
Oh, sorry. We're heading to Bedlam's Night, and we were just wondering if you had experience there before.
Please tell me this is just a regular old lady. You are doing the most offensive thing possible if she's just a regular old lady.
Hey, are you a witch?
Hey, you do magic? You live outside town, you're old.
She kind of looks at you both like, "What's Bedlam's Night?"
Yes.
Should maybe we just go to the library
We
then?
should probably just go to the library.
Wait. What is Bedlam's Night?
My sense is it's a gathering of people who practice magic in a similar way. And we've never been.
How do you know about it then?
I got an invitation.
Do you have it on you?
I do, but I don't think I'm allowed to show it to anybody.
I lean over, I go, was this supposed to be a secret?
I don't know.
Who did you get the invitation from?
I don't think I should say. The person who runs it. We're looking for. We just want to know what we're walking into, and we thought it might be an idea to see if we could find anyone who. But obviously, we've made a gross mistake.
We will go to the library. What happened to your horn? No, never mind.
She starts to laugh. Come in. Come in.
Okay.
She invites you in. Do you want some tea?
Yeah, I'll have some tea. Thank you.
And you see she has like a little cauldron of tea going.
What's the house made of?
Or stone in a thatch roof.
I am
She has a little
poisonous.
cauldron of
Is it
water.
a Baba
going.
Yaga style house where it turns into
Yeah,
chicken?
No. Baba Yaga doesn't
Not in Delvey
well.
yet.
Yeah.
As she kind of puts out two kind of earthenware mugs. So it's your first time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a coven? Are you part of a coven?
We're like,
My mama, an ancestor of my mama's, was formed a coven, and I was at the Feywild recently, and I met the Witch Queen, and she invited me to come, and my coven. So I guess the people I'm bringing with me are my coven.
Well, that's quite an
my
honor.
first coven experience.
So then you'll be binding your coven at Bedlam's Night. This is exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
I have no idea. Well,
Well, if this is your first time and you've just formed this coven, that's traditionally
if they all
you
want to,
bind your coven.
that's probably
Bedlam's
a
Night.
good thing.
And if the ritual is successful, then your coven is bound, and if it's not, then you have more work to do.
Okay, that's good to know. Have you been?
Of course I've been.
Are you part of a coven?
Of course.
Which one?
Just a small coven. A family coven.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I don't know how many. Are there like? I think the coven that my great however many times grandmother belonged to is a big one. I don't know even what it's called, but they're sea witches,
Could be one of the major covens.
maybe.
Sea witches. And she kind of...
Rolls the dice.
Nope, she rolled poorly. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure I can remember the name right now. Anyways, I'm sure you'll be able to find them there.
I hope so. What's it like?
I'm not going to tell you. It's better you experience it. Anything I tell you just won't do it justice.
Is there anything that you need to warn us about?
Oh, bring a little bit of money with you
Okay.
for somewhere to stay if you don't have lodgings,
Oh no, not as of yet.
depending on how early you go, but
Should we go at a specific time? Like the earlier you get lodgings, or?
it would be easier to get lodgings earlier. But for Bedlam's night, everyone sleeps outside.
Okay.
Is this like the kind of event you bring like your boyfriend of a few months to?
No,
Okay.
no. Definitely not.
It's been a few weeks.
It's been maybe 2.5, 3 weeks.
No, there was a.
Nope.
No, okay.
Not like 4 dates.
I mean, it's not been more than a month.
When was the last time you went, or how often do they happen?
They typically happen every 13 years.
Oh,
Fortuitous.
that's 13, 13, 13, all the way around. Okay. That's, anything that we should stay away from? It being our first time there?
Don't cause any trouble at Bedlam's night.
Okay.
Any kind of violence is strictly prohibited and
Okay.
very heavily punished.
Put your
And,
fucking knives away.
The major covens can sometimes be a bit insular at times. Some are more friendly than others. But often they have issues between each other. But that's all set aside for Bedlam's night, so...
Oh, so there's like politicking between.
Oh, of course. Of
Okay.
course. And I would maybe give Hecate a wide berth.
Hecate?
Yes.
Who's Hecate?
A very, very, very powerful witch. One of the most powerful. Other than, of course, the Witch Queen.
The Greek goddess of magic.
What's her deal?
Without the
She's very old, and she is...
Is she part of a coven, or does she just kind of go solo?
Oh, she has a coven. But typically she's always by herself.
Okay.
Tim, how do you spell Hecate? Is it spelled the same as Hecate? No, I'm wrong. It's the E is there.
What makes her so scary?
She is, not to be crossed. She takes, she's easily offended
Okay.
and sharp with her retribution.
We'll keep Thistle away from her.
Yeah, Jesus.
And
You can try.
you didn't hear it from me,
Okay.
but her son is very dangerous. He doesn't come to Bedlam's night.
What's her son's name?
I don't know. But
Do you know what he's done that makes him so dangerous?
He came to Bedlam's Night once. It was the second time I ever went. And he massacred a whole coven.
What? Is he a witch as well?
Yes. But he's also quite bloodthirsty.
Is he a vampire?
I can't be sure. But I suspect so.
Vampire witch?
And I think like the gears are turning in Shy's head.
But we don't know
And
about.
I promise you, there are no
we
gears
know
turning
about.
in blueberries.
We know about the lowest song, but not the.
She's
We
just
know
like,
about Enoch.
Yeah, but we don't know about.
We know about Kate, like Enoch's father, don't we?
We
think
know
you know
that
that-
he exists.
Yeah.
We know he exists.
We don't know.
anything
We
about
But
don't
like
know any
at this
information.
point, it's like I feel like Shy's putting
You'd
together
be
like
associating with Enoch.
Yeah.
But that could be Cain, right?
I don't know. I mean, M knows, but Shy doesn't know.
Sounds Kane adjacent.
Pretty good, Jason.
Probably adjacent. Chatwater.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Kane?
We'll talk about it in Chatwater. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about it in Chatwater.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't go anywhere near Hecate, and if her son is there, don't even look at him. Don't breathe
He
in his
won't be.
direction.
He was banned.
He was banned.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's magic, so
Oh, the Witch Queen won't allow him into the demi-plane.
yeah. But what if he's wearing a disguise?
The Witch Queen would see through it.
So it sounds like
Yeah, K-N-E.
it sounds like so the kind of like gathering of the covens is a separate thing, and then Bedlam's Night is like its own.
No.
Or is it the whole festival's called Bedlam's Night?
No. Bedlam's Night is one night.
Okay.
There isn't really a name for the festival beforehand.
Oh,
It's
okay.
more of just happenstance. It's just sort of happened over time as people arrived in preparation for Bedlam's Night.
I understand.
It has kind of sprung up into sort of a nearly 2-week festival.
Okay, so the Hecate's son won't be at any of that.
No, and typically Hecate shows up right before Bedlam's
Okay.
Night.
Okay. Well, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Don't you be performing?
Did you have any questions about it, Blueberry?
I'm
not
Have you ever had a country lemonade?
Yes, of course.
I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Oh, they have delicious lemonade there. There's lots of great fruit. There's usually a charm bazaar.
Charm Bazaar.
There's all
Charm
kinds
bazaar?
A charm bazaar.
Wow.
It's delightful.
Think of the jewels I can make.
Typically, how it works is the charm chooses you. You go into the bazaar. The charm sort of is drawn. You're drawn to the charm. The charm is drawn to you.
Like a pig
And
man.
there is an exchange of some kind of personal token of yours for the charm.
I'm excited about that.
Okay.
Anything else that you think that we should just like do during the festival? Like
Oh, don't cut your hair before you go.
Don't cut our hair.
Don't cut your hair. Make sure you
because
have.
of photos.
No. Yeah, well, I suppose you could get a portrait painted. I think they do portraiture.
Why not cut our hair?
Oh, often you can trade your hair for things.
Oh, I've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Common currency.
wonderful woman who has a braid of mine.
Do you know her name?
I don't think she gave it.
Oh, she'll probably be there.
Great. Okay.
And did you wrong her in any way?
No, my friend got turned into a tree, so we needed. She asked for a strand of hair from a lock of all of our hair to turn him back.
Well, that's a pretty good exchange.
It wasn't so bad.
You didn't wrong her. You didn't offend her.
No, not at all.
Then you're fine.
Did we? I thought we did.
No, we didn't. You might have. We, the rest of us, did.
You
you
asked.
didn't.
You asked to have your eye licked by her.
Oh, she wouldn't lick my this right.
It's not always an offensive gesture.
Okay. That's great. Well, yeah, I've got.
I remember what my tattoo does because I remember that I do have a tattoo and I forgot what it does.
Which one do you have?
I don't remember. I
One on
looked
your
at my
foot?
notes. I looked at my notes
foot
and it just
tattoo?
says Lil Pecs. I just wrote about Lil Pecs, but I didn't write about the
look it up.
tattoo that I got.
I thought you got one on your foot that makes you fast. Was that you?
We all got foot tattoos.
I have one that prevents me from falling down.
Oh, that rocks. I should get that.
But okay, no, I'll.
I can make my feet smell nice. That's what it is.
I think I'm.
Best way to write it down.
I'm trying to seek audience with the Witch Queen as well, if she'll give me any of her time.
Well, I mean, if she invited you, I'm sure she'll carve out a bit of time. You can usually find her in her hut.
In her hut. What does her hut look like?
She's got chicken legs. It's hard to miss.
Baba Yaga. Sorry.
Yes, sometimes they call her that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
And this is Hecate?
No,
this
that's
is
the Witch Queen of
Witch Queen
Delvey.
Delvy's Baba Yaga.
No, Keanu Reeves is the Baba Yaga. Let's just get that. Let's just get that.
No. Keanu Reeves is the Witch Queen of Delvey.
That's who I'll picture now.
Oh, dude. Long-haired Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm picturing now too.
That's so funny.
Canon.
Okay. No, that's very helpful. So it's got chicken legs.
Sorry for just knocking on your door and assuming you're a witch.
No,
I
it comes with
don't
the
understand social cues.
She dared me to knock on your door, so I had to do it.
Yeah.
It happens more than you think, but usually they're a lot younger.
Yeah, they're like children and they like threw their ball into your backyard. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if I end up going, and I'm going to become, I live here in Tywin, and obviously Bedlam's Night doesn't happen very often. If the Witch Queen offered me tutelage of a kind, if I ever wanted to explore that part of my history or magic,
You must be special.
I don't know so much, but if I do end up taking that, would I be able to come by sometime?
My door is always open to both of you.
Thank you.
Aw, thanks. I don't have a mom, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm ready to be your mom.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
But tea. There's
Tea would
there's
be
always
lovely.
tea.
Two would be great. And sorry, I had one last question about like forming a coven. And it's not about your horn, I promise. Although what did? Okay, don't tell me. What?
A man tried to kill me.
Oh my God, men, ladies, am I right?
I give her a eye.
When you're forming a coven, do you have any advice of like who to be a part of your coven? Like how important is it before you bind it that these are the right people, and like how do you know that you're in the right coven?
It's a good question.
That is a good question. I think you need to trust them. And they should feel like family. A coven is a kind of family. Even though you may not always get along, you may have disagreements. At the end of the day, that bond is sacred.
You need to have gone on at least 3 dates as well.
We have been. Thank you. Who tried to kill you? What's his name?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
I impaled him with my horn.
Oh, great.
And
I
it
just
broke
wanted to
off
say
in his
that
abdomen.
you seem like a nice lady. I would have personally gone to go kill him for you.
Well, if you ever meet him in hell, you can kill him again for me.
And his name?
His name was Will.
God, what a twist!
What a twist!
His name was Jackson.
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 Not Jackson, not Jackson.
Jackson LeBray.
All right. I'll kill him if I see him in hell.
Is that Lebray?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is now.
Right
The
on
B,
the
the
tin.
B is capital, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Bad nasty man is what I'm
Kill
gonna write.
him.
Fancied
in
himself,
hell.
he thought I was a hag.
You don't seem like a hag. You seem like a crone.
Did he try and get you to lick his eye or something?
No, he just accused me of witchcraft, which he wasn't wrong. But he thought I was putting curses on people. Typically, I don't do that.
Typically.
Well, I put a curse on him, and then he came back. and
Did
he
you
was
put his
even
butt on
more
backwards?
irate. No.
What are the curses like?
Hmm.
Like what are those?
I don't know what they're like for other witches. I only know what they're like for me, but I think they're different for everyone.
Okay.
They're very personal. They tap into your own essence, and they manifest accordingly. Sometimes they're done with a ritual, sometimes they're done in the heat of a moment. It's a kind of channeling of your coven's power, tapping into that bond that you've made. So really, it depends on who's in your coven.
That's helpful.
I gave him bed bugs for months and months and
Oh,
months.
that's really good. Next time, consider putting his butt on backwards.
I like this lady.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. It sounds like this guy was like not in the wrong. I know. Like I know that's gonna
I
be.
feel like if I spent months on an end with unremovable bed bugs, I'd try to kill someone.
He called a witch a witch. He said she was cursing people. She did then curse him, and then she killed him. and she
did
claims
nothing.
She did
wrong.
nothing.
I don't know.
She's never done a damn thing
Ladies,
wrong
am
in
I
her whole life.
He was also trying to sell medicine. It was not medicine.
Oh, see,
To children in town.
yeah, he's the bad kind of
Okay.
farming.
All right.
Farmer bro.
You're not
Okay.
even here.
I'm just saying that was definitely not in the backstory till just now.
Because it wasn't important.
I just
dead
felt
and in
you
hell.
needed context.
I think we finish up our tea
Yes,
with
thank you,
Rosie,
Rosie.
All right.
and spend a couple, like an hour or two there, and then head back home.
Yeah.
Actually, I think before, what time would it be? Like 3 o'clock at this point? Okay, just before the house, Shy looks at Blu-ray. I gotta go to the market
Okay.
to get some stuff. I'm gonna do that myself.
Oh, okay.
Do you need anything while I'm out?
Yes, 3 lemons
Okay.
and a bag of sugar.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. Some lemons and some sugar.
There's a lot of lemons in Taywin. They grow quite well here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
so
like the lemon trees of Shelbyville. Okay.
do you, lemons and sugar.
Just lemons and sugar, please.
Okay.
Food is very citrus forward.
Yeah. If they have citric acid too. Do you want a gold coin?
No, I absolutely don't want any of your money.
troubles.
Okay.
It'll cost me half a gold at max.
Okay.
So Shy's gonna go into the market. Tim, I'm gonna send you a list of the things that I'm purchasing, and you can tell me how much that is.
Okay.
We'll do that later.
If it's just market stuff, I would say it tops.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Shy's going elsewhere to do other things.
Do we see it or is it a secret?
Secrets.
Oh.
Tim,
Yes.
is Mal in Taywin?
No, not yet.
Where is he?
You're not sure.
I go find Miri.
Okay.
I need you to send to Mel.
I'm all out of sending. I've been sending all day. It's been nonstop.
Are you holding out on me?
No, I've been sending all day.
To who?
The Hinderlings. Jesse.
What? But they hear.
Jesse got arrested.
Jesse. Not Jesse.
Jesse. Oh, I need to write those.
Will's helping me sort it out.
Oh no, I have them.
All right, who else is sending?
I don't know. I don't know. Who do you want to send to?
Mal. I want to know where he is.
Wasn't he heading here? He's probably in transit.
That doesn't work for
Can't
me.
you scry on him?
Do you have sending?
You have scrying.
I don't have either of those. You're not here. All right, fine.
And I can't scry on him.
Are you out of those as well?
No, I just didn't prepare it today. I didn't plan on scrying on anyone today.
Is Moss here? Where's Moss?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since we got back. They got back from the elemental plane of water.
Who can send? I need to send a message to Mal. All right.
Ugh. We're just gonna exist in the silence.
I have to make a new plan now. All right, I meet up with Esper later that evening.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So I pull out this chart. that
Are
I-
you at the house?
Yes, but we're in a private room.
But I'm just standing outside.
I pull out this chart that I've made,
A little bowl.
Post on the Discord.
post it on the Discord.
No context.
Money how get?
But it says money,
I'll get.
and then there's a line down that says how get, and then there's 4 lines down from there. One is Cobalt Dragon,
Okay.
So we killed a kobold dragon at one point, but we never went and looted his hoard. There's a bunch of kobolds, kobolds.
Oh, I do remember that.
In
That's the one that came back to life.
Yeah, there's a bunch of kobolds in the lair, but we never went and investigated how much money was in the lair. I have a pros and cons list. The pros are there's lots. It'll be fun and it'll be a party. The cons are it's dangerous and might not be anything there anymore. The other idea is dimple shrimps.
Yep.
The pros are yet again lots, yet again funny, and yet again party. The cons are we might not win, but there might also be bad things on the wheel.
You know who we should bring? Shy's dad.
If Mal's not available,
The man with the fucking gambling.
and then
He's in the kitchen eating cereal.
and then the third one
really
is
Wait, is he
reassessing
here?
his life.
yeah.
I'm hanging out with him.
the third one is some sort of big competition where there's a big grand prize,
Okay.
either like gladiators.
And I want to put a caveat for you, Tim. I want to put a caveat.
Okay. Oh, thanks.
No, because I want if we are going after a large sum of money exclusively for a kingdom.
Of course.
This money is. Am I lying?
Yeah, it's for Thistle and like Thistle things with the
Thi-
dragon.
Yeah, with the kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take back what I said. Esper's not gonna use that money to do shiesty shit. I can't talk about.
Neither is Thistle. So big competition, something like gladiators, something like Squid Game, something like Traitors, like a reality TV show.
Y'all watch
style.
Devil's Game? Devil's Plan?
No.
Devil's Plan?
Devil's
Devil's
Plan?
Plan?
I
Or-
never partake in the
Devil's
devil's
Plan.
plan.
I'm also open to.
I'm also open to other ideas.
And that's the fourth line.
The fourth line is other ideas, but I turned the O into a little devil man.
Devil's Plan?
It's the devil's plan.
Like a deal?
No. Just I'm open to other ideas. I was going to invite Mel, but it's very difficult to get hold of.
Yeah. I mean, dimple shrimp sounds fun.
Yeah, it could be a good time, but bad things could happen if we spin the wrong thing on the wheel.
Yeah, maybe.
I got turned into a tree last time,
Oh yeah, you did.
and I think you shit your pants.
No. Oh, did I? No.
Yeah, probably.
I
Vomited up
gold.
10,000 gold pieces.
See, that's what I'm hoping will happen.
Yeah, to pay for
Kingdom
kingdom
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
Kingdom stuff.
Also, we're going to a witch thing, and I need some coin for that.
Right. I feel like the odds.
Somehow, after all of our adventures, I have no money.
Owe us money.
Somehow.
I feel like the odds are really not in our favor with dimple shrimps, but it sounds a lot of fun.
Yes, but the dragon horde.
I also feel like it probably has been pretty cleared out, but
By who? There were lots of kobolds. We could kill
Kobolds.
lots of kobolds. What would they do with the money? Do you have any other ideas? I need money. And as all of these pros say, I need lots of it.
He sounds so desperate.
Esper,
Why do you need
Esper,
money so
I'm-
bad?
I'm going to be honest with you.
yeah.
It's really hard for me to be the poorest person in the party.
As the richest person in the party, it's not that different.
Are you more poor than me?
No, you can't say that. You're the richest person in the party.
As the 1% of the party, honestly, just
Listen,
buy less eggs.
listen. I don't.
Have you thought about maybe diversifying your portfolio, buying property?
I own an entire kingdom and I have no
See,
money.
the secret to wealth is actually
my
debt. So you borrow against your assets. Esper secretly is a finance pro.
No!
He's got a podcast for
Tips
sure.
the other way.
Task is so in
Interesting.
your life.
Listen, I don't want to point any fingers, but Shy is giving me a very hard time about how poor I am. She brings it up all the time. We had to pay for your clothes. We had to pay for your clothes. But she's also coincidentally the one who keeps track of my money, and I don't have any.
Thistle's in a conservatorship.
Didn't you ask her to do
Yes.
that?
I did. Because I was a tree, and I was 2 years old.
Here's the thing. I have no real experience with money. I've vomited out the most
Yes.
money I've ever seen in my life
Yes.
once.
I know, and you have lots of advice to give for someone who came into his wealth through vomiting.
All of the other money-making schemes I've done have been small fish.
I need big fish.
Yeah.
Maybe I should speak to Shy's dad. He's got lots of money.
No, I think specifically he has no money. He has negative money.
I think he's got lots of money.
I think let's go after the dragon hordes. Or dimple shrimp. Do you want to?
I was hoping you'd have a better idea.
I have an idea, but it's a bad idea.
All right, what is it?
You could sell something of value to, like,
I can't sell the Trigon.
but you could sell something else, or make a deal with someone of ill repute.
Oh.
I've heard that there are ways to get large sums of money if you're willing to trade priceless items.
Oh, you're suggesting I sell a heart?
No, your soul.
Oh, my soul. That could be possible.
Or someone else's soul.
That's even better.
You could be like, I'll kill this person for you.
See, now we're coming back to the big competition idea.
No, but this is more of an assassination than a big competition. I'm sure there's places in hell that do what that is.
With big prize money. You've been. You did a rock concert down there.
It was... The company was worse than the location, but...
All right, let's go to Dimple Shrimps.
Okay. Maybe Dimple Shrimp knows... Because listen, Dimple Shrimp had to have gotten startup money to make his shop.
That's
So maybe
true.
he sold his soul or someone else's. Let's go to Dimple Shrimps.
All right, where's Dimple Shrimps again?
Caradoc.
I won't be able to get us back until tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So, as long as you chill with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, to Dimple Shrimps. Pack your weapons.
Yeah, all right.
All right. We go out to a tree.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna go visit Shy's dad first.
Okay, he's down. He's in the kitchen with Blueberry eating cereal.
What's his name again?
Yeah, and I was there building boats for a few years.
I like the difference of your accent.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Good to see you again.
I think this is the first time we've met.
Oh, my name is Thistle,
My name
Lord of the
is
Trigon.
Zenon.
I didn't
Okay.
say, but my name is Blueberry.
Yeah.
A young your dad.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Young
Hell yeah.
Dennis Quaid.
Okay.
Hot.
I understand you are quite the businessman.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but I think you got some bad information.
Very humble. I like that. I need to make a lot of money and I need to make it fast.
Okay.
Any suggestions or advice?
I mean, how much money you got?
Nothing.
Well, then it's going to be real hard.
I've got a very particular set of skills.
Do you like your soul?
Yes.
Okay.
I am good at killing people.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could find somebody who needs somebody killed and get them to pay you money to kill that person. You definitely could do that. I mean, that's a dark path, but you could do it.
All right. No other suggestions?
I mean, if you had money, I'd say gamble.
Like what kind of gambling?
Well, if you need it real fast, you got to do a high-risk bet. Something like roulette or something.
Or potions.
Or potions.
Never gambled on potions myself. but-
Potions.
You're not
8.
allowed to gamble.
No, I don't gamble
Yeah,
anymore.
we were told you're not allowed to
I
gamble.
don't gamble anymore. Only
But like
for,
a
You made your big win and you got out.
Nope. that ain't how it went, but
what about like Potions 11?
Well done.
I love that book.
What if we do a heist on the
What if we do a
Oh, should we do a heist? We could rob
Shy's
someone.
conveniently not.
Is there
using
someone
stones.
bad that we don't like that has money that we can rob? Any thoughts? Any ideas? We can go.
Dathia.
Oh, yes.
Yorin.
Urine. We can go back to that. The casino.
I don't think that they have much money. We kind of cleared them out.
Oh yes. That was
Yeah.
the first time we killed people.
Robbing a casino's pretty dangerous.
Oh yes.
We cleared them out as well.
Yeah,
Like
you
we.
But that was also like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
All right, we'll go to Dibble Shrimps. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
If you need a job, we can talk.
I mean, I'm thinking about retirement.
Oh, so you did strike it big.
Not quite. I got enough saved up.
You plan on investing that?
I gave it all to Shy.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
Or insight check.
I'll do the help.
Because I know he actually didn't. He's got it in his little necklace.
Help action. Oh yeah.
Lion son of a bitch.
What's on your mind?
That's a natural 20.
Maybe that's who we should rob.
Yeah, you can tell he did not give it all to
Rob my
Shy.
dad.
No, I'm not gonna rob
Fuck
your
you
dad.
guys.
It's not kingdom money.
All right. Have a good day. If you
too.
are looking for property investment, I have large kingdom you can purchase some land.
Look, I've heard that line before. I ain't falling for it twice.
All right, we go out to a tree.
Okay.
We struck the tree. And I cast Tree Strike.
The
Or
tree
Transport
goes-
via plants.
The tree goes, ooh, okay.
Oh.
You gotta roll for hot on it.
Hey.
And I
Yeah.
Do you have to roll the 69 dice on the tree?
Oh,
just as
Don't be crass.
Oh my
Em.
goodness.
Just because you made
no,
a
because
tree
he didn't
wet.
do the hand thing. If he
Because
done the
you made a
hand
tree
thing,
wet
yeah.
doesn't mean
I,
just because you added Felbask to your fuck list.
Gloomtharan,
That's
actually
one.
did it correct.
We transfer via plants to the tree right outside of Dimple Shrimps.
The tree right outside of... There is not a lot of trees in Caradoc.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay, well-
you go to the outside of Caradoc
Yeah.
and kind of hike.
All right.
I can.
So what's the plan? Spin the wheel. I need a bit of money to front me to buy a spin.
How much was each spin again?
50 gold, I believe.
Gold, yeah.
Yeah, I can probably front that.
A couple, because I'm not going to hit on the first time.
Probably not.
All right.
We each do 3, you want to say?
Yes, that sounds like a great idea.
300 gold?
Yes.
All right.
All right. And then whatever I lose, we'll just say, I'll pay you back when I pay you back.
You don't have to pay me back. It's
Perfect.
fine. I am as invested in this kingdom as you are, I think.
Thistle.
You sure are. My right-hand man.
You head into Caradoc, and you notice right away the city feels a lot different than the last time you were here.
Okay.
You can see there is a less people out on the street. You can see there's a number of Warforged out on the street. Some of them kind of lying prone. Some of them have kind of masks around their mouths, and you can hear them like coughing and things like that. And you can see some of the ones on the ground have this kind of like almost this like dark purplish rust sort of around their mouths and their eyes, and around their chests. And the non-Warforged that are out, you can see a lot of them also are wearing similar to the breathing masks, but a little bit different, a little smaller. But it seems like there is a kind of sickness that has ripped through here. And you notice a lot of the like clockwork, like features of a lot of the buildings in this place are not working. There was like a number of kind of street lamps and clocks and things like that, and small clock towers around the city, and most of them are malfunctioning or not working.
I would approach one of the Warforged.
Okay, you see him kind of like sitting on the ground, and you can see that kind of purplish rust.
What happened?
What do you mean?
When did this sickness start?
We've been away.
A little while after the moon blew up.
What do we know about it?
The clerics and the tinkerers have not been able to solve it. Something in our divine spark is fading.
Who is in charge of investigating this?
There are tinkerers all through the city working on it.
Is there a central, someone running it? We might have insight into what is happening.
Perhaps at the central hospital. And he kind of points towards, like, down the kind of main thoroughfare.
I think we might be on a bit of a side quest here.
I believe so.
go to the hospital, see what we can find out.
Is there anything we can do for you?
No. And he starts coughing pretty
I'm a
heavily. You see
5
that purple rust kind of hit the ground.
5 points from my lay on hands to try and cure disease.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as it does kind of mitigate the cough. It kind of alleviates the cough right away. The rust doesn't retreat, but it seems to kind of ease his symptoms.
Okay. And on the way to the hospital, I will do that to 6 more people.
Okay.
I'm bad at math. 5 more people.
Yeah, and it does ease their symptoms. As you head towards the central hospital, and you can see there are makeshift structures that have been built out from the hospital to kind of accommodate a lot of the extra Warforged that are coming in. Some of the Warforged are fine. You see some of them kind of moving through through the hospital grounds, kind of helping out. So it's not afflicting all of them, but you see quite a number of them.
Does it seem to be afflicting non-Warforged at all?
Not that you've seen.
Okay.
The only people that you've seen that are afflicted are Warforged. As you get to the central hospital, you can see there's kind of like a check-in outside of the hospital itself. You can see several soldiers, as well as kind of some of the local government workers and things like that. As they look to both of you, can we help you?
We might have insight into whatever's happening here. We were present for when the moon was destroyed.
I see.
And we have a greater knowledge of what that has done to the world.
Please. I'm a political emissary from the Feywild.
Is there someone we could talk to?
Yes. Yes, follow me.
Thistle, the magic's still relatively strong in the Feywild, no?
Yes.
Did we see any evidence of failing magic in the Feywild?
No. Not at all.
We could get them there.
It might
Maybe.
work, I don't know. I don't know how it would interact with their specific sort of magic, but the problem here is...
You know what? What if we could... You know when Shy went to the water elemental plane?
Yeah,
And she was realigned.
that's what I'm thinking, but I think
What if we can...
their things are tied to a god's,
But what if we align them
to a tree.
to a tree? Because Shy's mother and brother were tied to the moon directly.
Yeah,
And they were realigned to a different source.
maybe tied to the heart of the dragon.
We could try.
I don't think there'd be any harm. Ask for some volunteers to come over and see if it works.
We could try.
Yeah, okay.
And charge them a little bit of money.
That
Only if it works.
feels morally bankrupt.
No, I mean, we'll do it anyways, but then they owe us money.
Let's
okay.
not
We'll-
have
we'll-
that be the motive.
We'll shelf
Over here.
that.
Let's not have that be the motive.
I said yes before
but
the money idea.
it could create a influx of populace to the Trigon.
Who will
which
pay taxes.
Yes,
All right.
exactly.
So they will pay us money. Yes.
You get brought into the hospital, and you get taken up a few floors to a kind of larger open room where you can see, as you step in, it's almost like an open hall. It's been converted a little bit, but you can see there is a large hearth at the far end. And you see there is a contingent of folks who don't look like... they don't look native to Caradoc. You can see they're all dwarves. And they've kind of set up around the hearth, and you see their finery is a little different, and their skin has like a not too dissimilar from the Warforged. There's kind of like metal components and stone as well. It almost looks like it's been worked into their skin, and you see there is one woman kind of at the head, and you see there's like. They're kind of presiding over like over one of the Warforged, you can see, and they're kind of chanting. You hear this kind of thrum of chanting over it as you feel the kind of heat of the hearth sort of envelop this room. And as this sort of ritual finishes, you see this kind of like, you feel this sort of wave of heat, and there is this kind of orange energy that emanates out. And you watch as the like Warforged kind of coughs, and its breathing kind of returns to a normal pace.
The rust disperse?
Yeah, and you watch as the kind of rust starts to retreat as they like wheel him out. You get brought over.
That seems to be working.
Yes, I'll introduce you to Magrin. She is the Hearthkeeper. She's come from Sirang Dune to help us.
Right, yeah.
As you see, this older dwarven woman kind of stands there.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Esper Declan.
Nice to meet you too. What?
I represent the Duke, Thistle Longbranch, First Warden, Lord of the Trigon.
Okay.
We'd originally come to Caradoc to try and create some sort of trade ties between Caradoc and the Trigon, but seeing this problem in front of us, we felt like we needed to do something.
Are you healers or?
No, but we have intimate knowledge of what may be causing this. We were there when Riez was destroyed.
You think that the two are related?
I believe so. I think the failing magic of this world, with the Warforged being intrinsically magical beings,
Right.
we've noticed there's not been the same waning of power in the Feywild.
Right.
If there were willing volunteers, we could take them to the Trigon and see if we could find some way to link them.
You could try. There's no harm in trying. We found success with divine magic.
Is it a permanent solution?
It seems to stop the symptoms in their track. And it seems like the ones that are healthy are those who are more tied to their temples.
Right. I will defer to you and your knowledge. Would it be wiser to take those who are close to succumbing to the Trigon to try this, or would it be...
You could ask for volunteers.
Of
Absolutely.
course, yeah. We wouldn't want to take anyone who wasn't willing.
We have found that the magic is not leaving, but rather where the magic resides has changed drastically.
That would explain a few things. All of their amplifiers in the cities have gone down.
Magic is still strong if you draw it from a divine source
Or from nature.
or from nature, but it is other places, innate places, that seem to be waning.
Right, well, Caradoc is not the most nature forward, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But there is a strong sense of devotion here, but I think,
There was, in Tywin, they formed a gateway between, what's the city in the Feywild again?
Lume.
Illume.
Between Lume and Tywin. Is there someone in Caradoc who has that power?
Perhaps, but I don't know if any of them have any connections with folks in the Feywild, so I could ask, but a lot of their more powerful magic users are struggling at the moment.
Right.
And they're, I take it that they lost a spiritual leader recently.
Yeah.
And I think that that's unmoored them a bit.
How is all of that proceeding?
I don't know. The last time I heard, his wife was going to find him, and I haven't heard from them since. I know their children, I think, have also ventured there to find out what's going on. So I think,
For the sake of transparency, we witnessed Kokanei's heart be stolen.
you two seem to find yourselves at every major event lately.
Yeah, it's been a ride.
Well, he was a friend of mine, so it's unfortunate, but I think there's very few Lightkeepers in the city at the moment. And
Oh, that's probably
think
not helping.
that's helping the situation.
Right.
I have a thought. What was here before the city?
I don't know. I mean, it's an ancient city. It was here for a long time and then covered in ice.
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna find the nearest tree.
It's outside of the city.
There's no trees here.
That's the problem.
I want to.
Thistle, can you make plants grow?
Yes, but I don't.
Because they have like essentially like arcane batteries throughout the city, right? Could you make a plant grow up into that battery?
Yes, but I actually am wondering something.
I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna cast a 5th level commune with nature.
Okay.
I want to know. I want to feel. Was there ever a forest here? Because this feels like the lack of vegetation here feels awfully similar to the places where it's been burnt out on both sides of the Feywild.
Was it Caradoc fell, right? Like it was.
In the Dawn War.
Yeah,
It was
like
originally.
yeah,
like
yeah, and
it's-
it's like
But even if
The modern Caradoc is like in the ground.
in the crater. Yeah, there's like in a bit of a
But
crater.
there was a period of time where
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was on the surface, and it's surrounded by a forest.
so
Interesting.
yeah, I want to feel if I can feel anything that would make me think that there's like a heart, an old heart of a forest, like buried underneath, or because like something feels off to me about the resistance to nature. Because even if there's no trees, stuff should still sprout. And so if it's not, it makes me think that something else is going on.
You kind of extend your senses down into the ground and out into the, trying to sense the forest beyond, because you know there is a forest that surrounds the city. And as you kind of gaze through, a vision starts to become clear as you reach farther and farther down, grasping for any kind of root system. You start to get a vision of the city as you kind of open your eyes and you step out onto the street as you look around. And you see the city almost being deconstructed as if it's a time lapse in reverse. And you start to see the city slowly over time. You see the ice come and go. You see kind of very quick images of the kind of golden age of Caradoc, where before the Dawn War, and you see these kind of sky ships overhead, and it goes back farther and farther and farther and farther. As you do, you see that forest returning and returning until it is kind of a smaller village, and you see a woman standing there with her dog. And you see she has a pencil behind her ear as she looks out and around as the time lapse slows down. You watch as she kind of gazes around. And as she looks, your vision shifts again, and you start to see, almost as if you're seeing through her eyes, of all the potential that lies within this space. As the time lapse goes forward, and you start to see industry grow very quickly, as nature is removed whole cloth to make way for civilization and development and industry and technology, as more and more is stripped away, and you see more and more people flooding to this city, and there is a vibrancy, but at the cost of the natural world. And you can feel, you don't see it, but you can feel the heart that is quite far away, where you could feel its beat stronger here. It starts to diminish and diminish and diminish until you can't feel it anymore. So there is not a heart here, but you know that there is a large...
Connection has been.
It's disconnected.
totally
Also, the fact
disconnected.
that I like the fact that like any sort of subterranean cavern, the roofs would have been held more structurally in place by the roots of the trees,
Yeah.
and removing those has caused
Just
that
slowly collapse the city over time, very gradually.
I had thought that if there was a heart here, we could reconnect it.
Can we not?
The heart is quite far from here. But we could try.
From what you've told me, the root systems and the trees, they can go quite far. I think the problem here is it is cut off. There is magic still in this world, you're right. It's just somewhere else.
Getting it here.
And it's not the kind of magic these people are used to.
We need to make essentially like an extension cord.
Yeah.
Trees from the forest to one of their reservoirs.
That's something you can do.
Not today.
Right.
I was stuck to fight kobolds in a
Dragon.
kobold mine.
Are you still around Magrin?
Yeah.
Because if I may offer a bit of advice, I don't know how far you'll get trying to reconnect this place to nature. It kind of runs counter to who they are. I know it seems strange. I think these people need hope. The wasting sickness, noxidation. It moves slowly. The Warforged, though some have died, it goes slowly. I think that this city has suffered twice over, and its people are losing faith.
We need to get Kokanee back.
And the magic is tied to the god of invention, no?
The Sarah.
Right.
They need Kokanee back. That's what they need. They need the light keepers to return home to give them hope, something to believe in.
I don't think that's something that you and I can solve.
Not today, but as you said, it moves slowly, so we have a bit of time. But it means that we have to solve it.
Perhaps the hope of the Trigon can carry them over.
I don't think that.
If you know healers, if you can send healers, it works. We can stop the symptoms.
I tried to heal some folks. I have an ability to remove disease.
Oh.
Didn't seem to do too much.
Did it ease the symptoms?
A little.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a start.
I got 7 people. That's the limit of what I can do.
That's good. Every bit helps.
I think what they need is powerful healing.
Yeah.
I will speak to my colleagues in the Feywild and see if we can send a detachment of healers to try and assist.
Do you speak with any authority for Sirangdun?
I have some sway there, yes.
Do you know if they would be interested at all in forming relationships with a nation within the Feywild?
I'm sure they'd be delighted to be asked.
Okay.
I'm always open to new connections.
The more allies we have, the better. Great.
I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help.
That's all right. I didn't even know you were coming, so this has all been a pleasant surprise.
All right, well, we're going to go to a store named Dimple Shrimps and spin a big wheel to try and vomit up some coin.
That's a sentence I don't think it's ever been said before.
Feels... I'm out of character. Feels fucked up to be... Because that's a wish. That's a wish spell that we're being like, for money! Not being like, I wish for the wasting sickness to be solved. Seems...
Fuck you and wasting
Fuck.
You know
fall
what?
out of my chair.
Also-
fall out of my chair.
It was a promise I made to Tim that I would not break the game with the wish spell, and I would only use it for money. I said,
Feels so fucked.
I said, I want to go back to
Can't do this to us,
I
Carlson.
said, I want to go back to Dimple Shrimps, and I'll only wish for money, because I knew that if I said I was just wanted to wish, Tim would have been like, Dimple Shrimps burnt down. So I had to be like, these were the rules of engagement with Dimple Shrimps, so that it would still be there, and it might not be.
Maybe there's a potion it's a wish, but you can only wish for money, so that we can take away that
Listen,
fucking.
I will
we
take-
can take away that fucking trolley problem. Or
Listen,
take
if
it
I-
out of my hands,
If
too,
I,
please.
if I get turned into a
Save
tree
us,
again,
Dad.
if I get turned into a tree again, I'll just make little seeds, and we'll just connect it
Ah,
back to the
okay.
forest with my little plums. My plums that grow my fingers. All right, we make our way to.
Okay, you head over
Dimple
to
Shrimps.
Dimple Shrimps. You can see the kind of normal, like, bright spinning light is not spinning, but it is open.
I will give Magrin a token so that it makes her it easier for her to send to me if ever that is something that
Sounds
needs to
good.
be done.
All right.
Damn,
Yeah, Magrin.
that's a callback.
The door over here. Oh, welcome to Dimple Shrimps.
We're back.
It's good to. Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Does your potion machine still work with the failing magic?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Welcome to Dimple Shrimps' world of wonder and awe, but I'm afraid the wonder is a little tight these days. But there's still some.
And how's the ore?
There's some.
Is it
For
awful?
sure. Are you looking to spin the wheel?
Yes, what kind of things are left on the wheel?
It's you can still try. It's just a bit more unreliable, but
Perfect.
you can still give it a shot.
You said that you were worried about the negative things. This sounds like the negative things have maybe gone up.
Yes, but remember the pros were also fun and party.
Tell you what, seeing as it's unreliable,
Half price.
No, it's still full price. I gotta tell you, in times of toughness, people are not seeking out wonder and awe.
we're gonna order 6 spins, 3 each.
Oh my goodness. Your tummies are gonna be upset.
And we're willing to face that. But for a bulk and the fact that then it's not as reliable, I feel like 250 is a
no,
a
I'm
reasonable
serious. Your
price.
tummies are gonna be upset.
I feel like 250 is a reasonable price, no?
Oh, please. I have not had a lot of customers.
Pay the man his money.
Well, then how about this? You've not had a lot of customers, and we're gonna just give you what we told you we're already gonna spin.
If
6.
you're gonna try to strong arm me, I think
No,
you should
well,
just leave.
I'm not
here's
trying to.
the point.
I'm not trying to
Here's
strong
the
arm
point.
you. I will gladly pay full price for all 6 spins. But what I'm suggesting is maybe you just give us the ones we want rather than making.
No, it doesn't work like that. No, it literally, the spin is what gives the juice the magic.
Oh, all right.
I have a deal for you.
Okay.
You tell us what they do before we drink them.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Damn it.
I don't control the chaos.
We are hoping to rejuvenate the city, which will create, I'm sure, an influx of business.
Definitely a boob. I'll believe it when I
I'll
see
pay
it.
you 400 gold for 6 spins. And the agreement, handshake right here with the witness of a lord, that you will set up a franchise in the Trigon.
Look, I only got one cask of wonder. You do not want to know the things I had to do to get it.
Well, would you relocate to the Feywild?
No way. I love it here in Caradoc.
All right.
This is my home.
All right. This man can't be convinced. So we'll spin and we'll
My
find
family is here. I have roots.
Love Dimple Shrimp. He's
There's a way to. We'll reckon out a bargain.
All right.
Why don't you just take the 4 spins and see if your tummies can handle any more?
All right. We'll start with 2 each.
200 gold, fine.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors to go first.
No, you go first. Or do you not want to go first?
I want the option.
It's 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. No.
So now you pick.
Yeah, you go first.
All right. Perfect.
Now, I believe last time it was D9s.
No, it's a D100.
But it is, it's going to be a D100.
Yeah, it was a. I don't think it was a D9.
Well, because the table only goes to 54.
Maybe it was a D9.
But we're going to do a D100.
you got it.
Just double the margins.
Nope. If it's above a certain amount, just
Oh no.
Hey, just what?
you'll see.
You shit.
So
your
roll
pants.
below 54.
Apparently.
Roll away.
That's 93.
Oh my god. So bad, so immediate.
Make a Constitution saving throw. Please.
So what? There's only a 50% chance that we get even an effect.
There's not a lot of magic.
Con save. That is a
DC is 25.
22. Do I poop myself?
You
Wait, no, it's a 26 because I'm next to you.
Oh, that's right.
you feel both your butt and your mouth go as you like swallow it back down and clench your buttocks.
Wasn't that bad.
As you almost barf and shit yourself at the same time in an explosive way.
It was not that bad.
And your stomach hurts.
I cast Healing Word on myself. It doesn't hurt anymore.
I'll fucking
Even where it doesn't hurt.
Holy shit. I've used 2 different. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, you're
reroll
gonna
it.
reroll because it's
I-
both
I
singles.
used singles, yeah, so I was like, I don't know. Is it a 19? Is it a 91? Who can say? That's a 22.
Okay.
Remember, 10,000 gold pieces.
More than that.
100,000 gold pieces.
You look at Thistle when you said that?
Huh?
No, that was an Adam and.
Okay.
That was an Adam. I wasn't talking about.
Who do you look at?
Dimple Shrimp. As I wait for what's
The next,
about to happen.
the next person you make contact with, you Freaky Friday.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, that happened last time.
No, you freaking Friday with Dimple Shrimp last time.
Oh, what is happening?
Oh, bruv. Wow, what is... Whoa! I got a bit of an upgrade.
No.
Oh, this...
Fuck you, give me back my body.
what have you learned?
I don't know.
That he has roots here.
What have you learned?
It's...
Yeah, you're the one. You're Esper.
You gotta learn something about yourself. You gotta have some kind of insight.
You also
that's
switched
how you
it. What was your insight?
He looked at me. It's all about having some, great revelation. What it's like to be in someone else's shoes.
My first instinct was to rob you. But that's wrong. And I should trust people. Even if I'm given great opportunity to fuck them over deeply. I shouldn't do that.
Do you mean it?
Yeah.
Make a wisdom save.
Do you want to succeed or fail?
I don't
It's a low DC.
That's a 19.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
sorry, that's a 15.
Yeah. As you feel your body snap back as you arrive back in your body. Oh, man, I hate that one. Everybody always looks right at me.
Can we look at the ground? Can we?
It's
Alright.
the next person you look at. I think. Anyway.
But if
That's
nothing
always-
happens, we kind of know
People
what's
always
about
drink
to
it, then they look at me like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
And then we switch bodies.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes a while to get back in.
Okay, well, I'm glad I learned a lesson quickly.
How's your tubby, by the way?
It's totally fine. 44.
Okay. 44. You gain a +1 to your constitution.
What the?
Forever?
That's awesome!
Sick.
And once a day, you can summon a delicious large meal.
Sick.
Shit, dude, that's
Free
sick.
food and a +1 to my con.
This is fun as hell.
That was my
I wanna
con
be there.
19.
Dimple shrimps.
This is Dimple Shrimps, dude.
Dimple
Good
Shrimp's
game,
home of wonder and awe.
Unfortunately, that doesn't give me another bonus.
It's a 3.
Ooh.
Oh no.
That's so ominous.
Oh no!
Nothing happens
No!
right away.
What happens later?
You don't know?
Oh, that was a dud. I think you should get your money back for that one.
Is your tubby okay?
I'm so scared of
You've
what
only
that
paid
will
for
be.
4.
Yeah, we're gonna pay for.
I'm gonna pay for 2 more.
We'll go another round.
It's
This
all
is
gonna
good.
be worth it when I win.
Absolutely.
Never let my dad hear.
He didn't want to come.
That's 4.
That is a 4.
That one's already. Roll again, because that one's already been taken.
That was
That was a 3.
my ominous thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
it's
1 to
the
9.
Oh.
Nothing happens.
Where's the money one?
I'm telling you.
Is it not even on there anymore?
I think it's still on here. I haven't looked.
Can you look?
No, just roll.
That's a 50.
Oh yeah, no, it's right there.
That's a 50.
Ooh, okay.
That's right below the cutoff.
Am I a tree again?
No, you get a +1 to your strength.
What the fuck?
You know what? I'll keep rolling.
You gain proficiency with all armor types.
Oh shit!
But I can't wear metal.
But you can't wear metal, and they never quite fit right.
Oh.
And the colors are never your aesthetic.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh, that's gonna bump. That's gonna bump me.
You can wear it,
your
but it
strength
never
now?
looks good.
That's
and it
gonna
never...
bump me to a +4.
Oh, hell yeah.
So 1 and then a +4 here.
As a 33.
Did he get it?
You get one wish spell, but you have to use it immediately.
500,000 gold for the express purpose of running a kingdom. I had it locked in. I was ready.
You have this familiar sense of you drinking. Like, oh, I know this one. I know this one.
Oh no.
You don't have the bag of holding here to hold it.
That's fine.
He has a bag of holding. I'm sure we can buy.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll sell it to us.
As you just start
I
vomiting,
vomit into the bag first.
you you grab a bag of holding
I
on
look.
the
Yeah. I go. I'm like.
You have to pay for that.
Yeah.
It's way more painful, and it goes on for way
I
longer.
feel like I should make a constitution save to not suffocate.
Yes, absolutely.
What,
500,000 gold.
it's a flat 10.
You don't suffocate, but you do take 4 levels of exhaustion.
Holy shit, I'm almost dead. I'm just like, eyes watering, face red.
You're all right.
Your eyes are fully bloodshot.
You're all right. You're all right. Oh, better out than in. Better out than in. You're all right.
Why do you wish it to disappear? Not, God, you've been through this before.
Is that not bad?
Here comes a gun.
I got after tremors.
All right, so we split this 50-50.
No, I said for the express purpose of for the kingdom.
All right, well, I'm in charge of the kingdom, so I'll take that.
I take the bag of holding.
You've done well. You've earned this promotion.
Pay him back for what?
Yes, I give you back the 3. I give you 1,000 gold pieces.
That is your.
I'll give you 1,000 gold pieces, and then I give you another 5,000 gold pieces as a.
Retainer.
That's a bonus.
It's
Great.
200 gold pieces for the bag of holding.
There you go.
Oh no, I can't take those.
I'll pay it out of my money.
All right, so hold on. I give
That's
you
just,
6,000.
you can see it. It says just for the kingdom. It's right on the coin. I can't take these.
Is this?
No,
we
no,
can
no.
use this to run the kingdom, right?
It's
They're
to
like
run.
tokens in an arcade.
No.
I don't.
No.
I was doing this to be nice to you, Tim. I said a big amount of monies, but with a
No,
stipulation.
I just don't take Feywild coins. It's,
Okay.
I can't do the conversion.
It's for running the kingdom. I get to decide what we need to do to run the kingdom.
Are there regular gold coins, Tim, please?
But they are stamped with the symbol of the Trigon.
Yeah, and thistles.
I just never seen these before, so I don't know if I trust them.
Yeah, we've got 500,000 coins to introduce as currency out of the Trigon.
Yeah.
You could really destabilize a nation with that.
Well, that's why we'll hold them in a reserve.
Well, that's also why I didn't want to just. If I wish for 500,000 gold, I could destabilize a nation immediately.
But the gold is
I
made
feel
of gold.
really bad. There's a disease in the city, and I didn't wish for that to be fixed.
That's
but-
pretty messed up, man.
All right, well, I can keep rolling and see if I can get the wish one too.
Well, it's used up now.
Once it's used up now.
For how long? When can I come
I
back?
don't know.
It was an indeterminate amount of time.
Whenever Tim feels like it.
Can't believe you rolled it. Oh my god.
Your hit
Alright.
point max is halved.
Dude, I'm fucked up.
Let's
My
get you.
movement, I think, is 0.
No, that's 5. 5 levels.
Let's get you.
I have disadvantage on everything.
Let's get you home.
My movement is halved.
Don't touch a Warforged on your way out.
I'm so fucked.
You get sick.
Let's take you home.
I take him to an inn because I can't take us home till tomorrow.
All right.
Oh no.
You could use the amulet of the plains.
We're on the same plane, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No, I can't take him home till tomorrow.
Wait, no, I was like, we could go to Sigil, but that's a fucking crazy idea.
No, let's go get you a good night's rest. We'll get a yummy dinner. All on Kingdom Dollar. Because this is a business meeting. It's a business expense.
Oh my god.
We're here as a
I don't think
delegate.
that's how it works.
You're not-
The door swings shut.
Listen, I have a bookkeeper who's very creative. Everything's a business expense with him.
So we go to the nicest hotel, and we get a very nice dinner. What's that gonna run?
They're like, what are these? What are these?
They're made of gold. Gold is not only a currency, but a metal that has value.
It is made of gold. Let's be real.
Everyone's very suspicious of these coins.
Bite it.
These look
Bite
like
it.
newly minted. Did you mint these yourself?
Yeah, we are representatives. Well, actually, this is the Lord himself of the Trigon from the Feywild.
Yes.
I just vomited out.
No, don't tell them.
I just vomited out a large amount of material, and I feel very unwell. I think it's maybe what's going around.
Oh, if you're sick, I don't think.
No, he's not.
No,
sick.
it's not catching. It's just I ate some bad Chipotle.
Like
and-
the pepper?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. How much is a room and a wonderful dinner here for my friend?
Oh, it's 500 gold pieces.
Each or together?
Yes, each.
All right. Done.
I don't like that I've given this power to Thistle.
Don't worry.
This is a prison of your own
I
design.
won't abuse it.
I wanted to do this to fund a kingdom, and now Thistle's
I'm
taking us
just
to
going
the
to take the
fucking
place where it says
Wraiths.
Thistle's funds in my book and just draw a little X next to it because that is no longer my job.
Holy shit.
I can't believe you did that.
I can't believe you got the witch one again.
Fucking wild.
All right. Shall we go? And
We sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we go back.
I only gained 1 exhaustion point back, don't I? Yeah.
It's like-
No, but I'm gonna stock. I'll need to go get some supplies to greater restoration you, but I have money to do it.
It's not. That's...
Listen, you are part of my company. You are sick. This is part of your health benefits. As long as I can justify how it connects back to the country.
I'm
Also,
fine.
these aren't magical coins.
They're just solid.
They're
gold.
just solid gold. I just have to get them reminted.
Which will cost us a lot of gold. But
No.
Listen,
I'll
I'm
lose
fine.
10% max.
I will just.
on reminting.
I will just feel like shit for the.
you've got to go back out on the front lines.
No,
We don't
I'm
have
going
5
to the
days.
Which place?
Oh, you're not. After you'll go back on the front lines.
Yeah.
All right, let's go home.
I take us home.
Okay, you head back home.
I walk up to Shy. How much did I owe her?
You didn't you do ask me that point blank.
Yes. How much do I owe you again?
Lack money?
Yes.
You don't actually owe me.
All right. How much do I
anything.
owe the party?
Lack 1,200 gold pieces.
There you go.
I take a look at the gold pieces. Does it say dimple shrimps on them?
No, it says the triangle.
It's got the symbol of the Trigon on it.
I look immediately at Esper.
He looks horrible.
Gaunt.
What happened?
Sallow.
We went and did a business venture in Caradoc.
And
Oh,
what is-
also everyone's sick there.
In Caradoc.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's on everyone is sick in Caradoc.
I'm gonna put that
There's a
aside for
disease.
5 minutes because I have other questions about that. What the fuck are these?
Those
You
are-
can see on it, it says for kingdom use only.
No, come on. If it was a currency for the Trigon, it wouldn't say.
I was trying to throw you a bone.
If the currency,
I feel like that's
It's
being like,
really small. It's
the
really small.
The US dollar says for US use only. It's kind of a crazy.
It's really small, and
might at
it's
some
in
point.
it's in Sylvan. Like
I mean, that's
most people can't read that.
The Chinese one is untransferable, so that is kind of.
But did
Those
you?
are Trigon coins we had minted.
Shy bites it.
It's real gold.
Where did you get? Nope, that's not the first question. How many of these do you have?
A lot.
Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
Please don't lie to me. How many of these do you have?
We had 500,000. We're down to 491,800.
Where did you get them?
We went to
I
Temple
made
Shops.
them. Oh, okay.
You did
We
it
don't have to
again.
lie. Yes, but for more,
More.
I am very rich now.
You feel good about that?
Yes, I can support my country. I was very poor.
I know. I carried your money or lack thereof for a long
Well,
time.
Blueberry's making country lemonade.
I
Is
did.
country lemonade?
It's just good.
I did come back with like the nicest lemons.
Yeah.
And like some like fancy lemons and like sugar imported from a different continent and like
Ooh.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a glass of lemonade to process this.
Don't
But,
worry, it's coming.
Just don't.
Bottling lemons.
You owe the party like 1,200 gold pieces.
You paid. We're even.
Can I use these? Can we use these?
They're gold.
They're gold. They're gold coins.
That wasn't what I asked. Can I use them? Like, will people accept the currency?
They did
Yes,
in
they
Caradoc.
did in Caradoc. Yeah, we paid for a hotel.
Okay. All right.
It's legal. It is legal tender.
Yeah.
Legal. All right.
It's offensive to say that the
Oh, it
official
wasn't-
dollar of
It's decentralized.
I can tell you with certainty it was not stolen.
I was
It
gonna
is
say, did you
legal tender.
barf it up out of your mouth?
Yeah. Apparently, that's not part of it.
Also-
I could have wished for something else.
Also,
I
you
could have wished
look
for.
like you've seen a better day. Do you need a hand upstairs? You need to sleep.
I just woke up.
I know.
You look like you need at least a rest or something. We're gonna be going in a bunch of witches, and you're gonna need to be at full strength.
That's going to take a few days. So I will go in at the strength that I am and do my best.
We're not leaving for a couple of
No,
days
we've
yet.
got a couple days. So you
great.
pass me 1,200 of these
Yes.
coins. I put them in a separate pouch.
Okay.
Because I just don't know yet. Test it out.
They're real coins.
I don't doubt that they're real coins.
They're definitely real.
See, here's the thing. Once they've been used to pay back a debt that the kingdom did hold, so it was a kingdom use paying back a debt, do they, like, revert in some way? Or...
They still look the same.
I don't like this chicanery.
But you've used them already, so they're a part of the
They're in the flow now.
in the
They're
In the
system.
system now,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The smart idea
They
would
were
be to now
legitimized as we
more
speak.
places.
They were accepted in Caradoc. So,
Yeah, and so if somebody gets change back,
And they go, what the
Like,
fuck
what
is
is
this?
You know what I think we need? We need to set up an embassy here. So I need to start purchasing some property.
Yeah.
listen,
We need an embassy for the Trigon here to be represented, so that
No,
we can.
I agree. I think
Yes.
I have 6 broken ribs.
All right. Well,
It's definitely some loose teeth.
Yeah.
you know what we can do is we can wash. We can wash this. We can wash this. I'll buy a bunch of property and then I'll resell the property.
Like, I wasn't gonna put in consequences, but if you want to push it,
You made it so I can't use this money.
no, you're trying.
No, we
we still have a nothing happens yet.
let's.
Oh yeah, what is the nothing at?
Fuck, I didn't even think about that.
It's the day after. Did it?
Oh yeah, I slept. It's
Nothing yet.
shit, dude.
Also, I'm very strong now.
You're very. I was gonna say you look.
Even
You.
more muscular.
I mean.
Did your
you
con
look-
go up as well, or
Yeah.
was it?
I was like, you're looking
Yeah.
very, very spry.
I got an 18 strength and a 19 con.
Oh, but it was an uneven
Yeah, for con.
bummer.
I know. I just need something else to bump me. Maybe I'll go back to Dimple Shrimps or something.
Can I come to Dimple Shrimps?
You sure can.
I really want to try
Yeah.
that magic wheel.
Well, I'm glad that you got what you needed. What about this sickness? What was that?
I don't know. They called it a wasting sickness. It's,
Noxidation.
Noxidation.
yes, it seems to be that the Warforged have been cut off from
Magic.
the essence of magic that powers them.
My mom is not a healer. So I don't think she'd know anything about it. Maybe Mary's heard about it.
I think it's pretty new
I think it's
since the Riaz.
specifically.
So maybe
Caradoc.
Mama might.
I don't think your mom would be able to do anything.
They need the Lightkeepers back.
Oh,
They need their faith restored.
They need hope.
is that something we? Well, how can we help?
I don't think we can right now.
We need to deal with Yadira,
Deal with Yadira.
and then we can go and check in and
Let's
see
just
how
inquire.
Nepentha's doing.
Yeah, we can just inquire. I mean, we've never met her, but we've
She's in the time bubble,
met. Yeah, we've met
so
her.
we can't talk to her.
No, we've met Vesper. And
That's so close to your name.
Yeah.
I know Miri met
I think I have a concussion.
one of the other two. Okay, well, okay. If that's something that we do after we deal with Yadira, then that sounds good to me.
I think it's a rather large project to try and stop. What's her face?
Alora. But she's also Warforged.
But she draws her. Not all Warforged are affected. It depends where they're drawing the magic from.
She doesn't. Would you say that you drew her magic from she drew, like, would you say that the people who weren't affected drew their magic from divinity?
But a different faith. It only.
I don't know.
No, you just, from what I remember, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it says the stronger the divine magic, the stronger a chance against getting it.
Yeah.
Against getting.
So,
It seemed to me that the people who were most connected to the faith, still without the Lightkeeper, like even with the Lightkeepers being away,
Don't.
didn't get sick. But
But-
the people who don't have that strong connection,
Alora doesn't have connection to any faith.
but she has.
I don't think it's about connection to faith, it's connection to magic.
Yeah, where your connection
Their
lies.
connection to faith is providing them with a source of magic.
Alora's also not a divine caster, if I remember correctly.
I'm saying that Alora is likely pulling her magic from somewhere.
I mean, y'all
She
know
was-
more about.
What was she was a warlock?
She's a wizard.
Wizard. So she might also be
She
feeling it
might
but
also not be affected yet.
The time bubble.
in the time bubble. So if we drop the time bubble, then maybe she just loses her magic.
Okay.
It's a slow process.
Okay. Well, another thing on the list.
I'm just gonna strengthen my teeth's connection to my
Your head.
my head with some lay on hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna be sitting here like
Just
this.
firm up those gums.
Yeah, really.
Just a little bit of Reiki, just
Just
like
make that bone that bone
nice
just kind of
tight.
harden up again. Yeah.
so they come back.
Mm-hmm.
What have I seen? And they've been gone a little bit. What have I seen of my mom the last couple days?
You've seen her here and there. She has not talked to you about
And of course
your
she
father,
hasn't. Of course she hasn't.
but she's around. She's been kind of just doing busy work around.
They haven't been sleeping in the same room.
No.
Are they both still staying at the house?
They go on walks pretty regularly.
Cute. I go find Adri.
He's licking the biscuits. What?
What's going on with mom and dad?
I don't know. I don't know.
You just been sitting here playing crokinole.
Yeah, mostly. There's not a lot to do around here. Kind of bored, actually.
What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna go do this coven thing, and then I think I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of Kip.
Okay.
Go on a little trip, a little boys' trip, maybe.
A boys' trip.
Well, I mean, I want to ride in that steamship.
You are not allowed to make any pacts with Umalingo.
I'm not gonna make a pact, but I do want to ride in that steamship.
That's fine. The
you go.
steamship's out.
Pop some pirates.
You get yourself hurt, I swear to God, Adri Shydare. I will.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Have you seen mom and dad?
They're going on walks all the time.
Has she talked to you at all?
No, of course you're not talking to me about it.
Have you talked to dad?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will. I will.
There's no rush.
I don't know what to talk to him about.
Well, you can punch him in the face if you
I
want.
don't want to punch him in the face.
I didn't, so you'd be the first one to do
I'm
that.
not gonna punch him in the face.
Okay.
I don't know.
You can yell at him.
About what?
If you're mad or you're angry, you gotta get some shit out.
I just don't feel anything,
Yeah,
which I feel worse about.
I know.
I don't know.
You don't have to feel nothing.
I mean, I want to. He's my dad.
I know.
I was thinking about inviting him to play crokinole.
I don't think he knows how to play yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, start there.
start there.
I had, like a week and a half to reacquaint myself with our dad walking down from Cali Guy. So
Yeah.
he's changed a bit.
Yeah.
Believe him when he says he's not going to gamble. So
Yeah, I believe him too.
now he's got mama to answer to. So
All right, well, I guess that's what I'll do. I'll do it before we go.
is dad coming?
No.
Good. No.
No.
No. Okay, I'm glad we're in agreement about that.
Yeah, no. He's gonna stay here. And if he can keep himself out of trouble while we're all gone,
That's a good start.
It's a good start. Maybe he has turned a leaf.
Okay, I'll talk to him before we leave. This is still my house.
Don't tell him not to do that. Let him figure it out on his own.
Okay.
He's an adult. He can show us that he can make the right choice.
My house better still be standing and nice and not. Hope he hasn't done anything stupid by the time we come back. Okay. Hey, I love you.
I love you too.
And I kind of like go behind him and I go, your technique's wrong.
Shut up.
And what is the banking system like here?
Depends on which city you're in, but there are like banks you can go and deposit in. You can make investments to make. There isn't like a stock market or anything like that, but there is like you can gain interest on investments, and they basically take some of your money to invest in
Ventures.
Yeah, in this city it's like capital projects, so the government then invests it in capital projects, and then the return on those capital projects, so you get a little bit of that.
Okay. I'm gonna go visit a bank because I don't feel like cruising around the Feywild with that much money.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go and basically I'll go to a bank and we can sort of.
Yeah.
I have a deposit I'd like to make.
Okay.
This is on behalf of the Trigon
Oh,
Kingdom of the Trigon.
I'm not familiar with them.
It's a Fey kingdom.
This is an Aarakocra too. It looks like a toucan.
Are there banks in Illume?
Not that you saw.
Yeah, they don't really do money in the Feywild.
It's favors and souls.
All right, so it's a kingdom in the Feywild. you said?
Yes, and I would like to deposit this money.
Okay.
And
Do you have like a? Do you have representatives here in the city? Just so I will need kind of a contact. I'll need some contact information.
yes, I can give
forms.
you. I can give you a.
There's a house that is acting as a
Yes, this is my-
ad hoc embassy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll tell you.
Embassies typically need to be registered with
Like I said, ad
the
hoc. It's
government, so you'll
Is it?
fill out some forms for that.
We could do that.
it's not.
No, we could do that. We'll register.
Yeah, sure.
We're new. I only recently acquired the kingdom.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm not an expert on those things, but that's sort of a diplomat. It falls into sort of diplomatic regulations.
Yes, no, we could.
I feel like with my interactions with the like military forces, I feel like I would have created enough relationships in that
you
that
could-
kind of
yeah,
bureaucrat that I
yeah,
can maybe
yeah.
nudge that along.
Yeah.
we'll do that.
I will say my fighting with Taywin hasn't been as a representative for
Yeah.
the Feywild. It's been a representative for the Trigon. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Been very.
Well, of course, you're still more than welcome to bank here and to give your deposit and all that.
Yes.
sort of stuff.
I can be the contact for.
All right.
It's I live.
And
I'll
next of kin, is that the same sort of?
I'll
You
be
have
the
to
next
designate. Well, no, you have to designate if you die. It's your money if you die.
It's the Trigon's money. So if I die, it will go to whoever succeeds me in the Trigon.
tree guy.
Yes.
I can't remember his name.
Theomir. Nice.
Theomir.
There, man.
All right, and you just go ahead and spell that.
I do.
Yeah. Right. Down.
I do.
Okay, and you're sort of wanting. Are you looking? Are you?
I think about 25% at a sort of medium risk,
Okay.
25% at a sort of low risk, and then the 50% just to hold on to for now.
All right. And do you want with the medium and the low risk? For the medium, you have to do a lockout, so you won't have access to it very easily. Everything else, the sort of. The no risk, the sort of very low
Yes.
kind of end of things. It's a little more liquid, so you'll be able to get to it, of course.
Of
But,
course.
the
I'm
medium
thinking-
risk, we do have to lock it in to get that higher.
Of course, I'm thinking long term, so I want to benefit my kingdom in the long run.
All right. Well, if you do a 10-year lockout, that's
All
going to
right.
give you the highest yield at that medium risk.
All right, perfect. So 25% at a 10-year lockout.
Great. It's going to give you 7%.
Oh, amazing.
Why don't we do 450 in the bank and then we hold on to the rest in case things crop up in the Feywild?
Well, this is another question.
Okay.
I believe that I can, once invested, I can borrow against the investment.
Welcome to Blackwater.
Here
It's a finance show
we operate a
finance
little bit
podcast?
differently. Because our investments are all capital projects through the
Yes.
government, we don't typically borrow. We don't typically go in that stream of borrowing against what you've already sort of set in.
All right.
Yes.
So no.
No, you'd have to find a private lender to do that.
All right, well, it is all right. So I'll put.
I'm going to do some math here.
To be clear, because that would sort of create a situation where wealthy people would just get wealthier by leveraging their debt, and that could really lead to really sick society.
What have we got
That's a
total?
good point.
Sorry, what year is
490.
it?
2376. Or no,
My brother in
28
Christ.
2008?
491,000.
Sounds like 2008.
800.
800.
Yeah. If we do 400,
I was from 460. It's an easy split. So
Yeah.
330 in the no risk, 165 in the low, 165 in the high,
yeah.
or the medium.
I'll
Sounds like
write that
nonsense.
down. Sorry.
And then 31 in case we run into like kingdom.
Can you give me
trouble.
those numbers again?
Yeah, 330 in no risk, 165 in low, 165 in medium, and then we're holding on to 31,800.
And for this amount, you'll be renting a private vault,
Which
Naturally.
obviously will have.
which will have its own security and insurance.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't math.
That's too much.
That does come at a cost.
You were doing $1 million for some reason. We'll figure this out after.
That makes it 660. What you
There
said
is an
there.
annual
Oh
cost
yeah, that is
for the insured vault at 1,000 gold pieces a year.
Sure.
Wait. Why did I say 4? Yeah. Sorry.
Do
I've done it
250
earlier.
and
Yeah,
no
yeah.
risk. Do 125 in your medium risk.
I just halved 4.
This is a banking show now.
230
And
is,
then-
is what it was supposed
And
to
then
be.
do 125. Sorry, do
I'm gonna do 100.
do 100 in your high risk.
It's medium, low.
And
It's
then
230, 115, 115 is the split.
I'm gonna do
correct
250,
split.
125, 100.
and then that's 475 minus your 498,
Yeah, so that would leave me with like
22-ish thousand. This is the
21
banking
21.
portion.
Reasonable amount of spending money.
800.
It's a like if we need to bail out some sort of kingdom shit.
Yeah, it's a reasonable amount
7%.
for adventurers of your.
And what is the percentage on the low risk?
So
7%
low,
on the medium?
typically it oscillates between. We're looking at, the high end is going to be 4.5%. The low end's probably going to be about 2.75%.
With the
It fluctuates a little bit,
With
but you're kind of guaranteed the floor is 2.
And I'm not.
2.75.
And there's no lock period.
Not with that, no.
All right.
With those profits, can we use those profits to cover fees?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
All right. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise.
And
Thank
if-
you for investing in Taywin.
And of course, this is our home.
I actually have a business in Taywin.
Well,
It's new. I don't know if you've heard of it, but
you haven't set up an account, so I have not.
You can go there, and it's like a carnival. Have you ever been like to a haunted house
No.
and you like go intentionally to get scared? Have you heard of this?
Yes, I have heard of.
So this is you intentionally go to get pranked.
Ah.
Yeah, it's quite. It's
Interesting.
yeah. It's,
If you send the paperwork to our residence
All
for
right.
the designating a embassy, that would be fantastic.
I don't.
Oh,
think
I
it's
don't
a
have that
prank.
paperwork.
Yeah.
You will have to
I
go.
listen, I'll go. I'll
you'll
go.
take care of it?
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Amazing.
Diplomat's office.
And at some point, we will need to purchase some real estate for a proper embassy.
Yeah, that's also done through.
That wouldn't be through the bank.
You can get a mortgage through us, but a lot of the property sales are overseen by the government, just to make sure that no one person is holding too much property. Because again, that would sort of lead to a sick society where people would start hoarding real estate as investments and pushing people out that might need it. We believe here in Taywin that housing is to be homes.
Socialism is the base.
Tim and I had a recent conversation where we said, in this world, if things are left to their own accord and there are no people oppressing you, socialism is what happens in this world.
But of course, commercial real estate, there's a bit more of an allowance for that. So if you're looking for commercial real estate, there's more, you are able to purchase more than residential.
I will take Thistle to go talk to whoever is the highest level bureaucrat that I've had to deal with.
Yeah,
in
we'll
this,
start.
like,
We'll start the
military
process
stuff.
of setting
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
We'll start that process
designating
of-
the house as an embassy.
His name is Mark.
Incredible.
Is this the same guy? The same guy who
He's
did
moved
the
up.
fucking bureaucratic
He's moved
paperwork.
up in the world.
We still haven't filled that out.
No, we did. We filled it out. We just never filed
We
it.
just never filed it.
Mark!
Mark,
Oh, hey.
sorry, I realised.
Wow, it has been a long
Well,
time.
not for us because we've been interacting around the war, but I didn't realize. I was
I
in
didn't put it
armor.
together.
Yeah, I know.
You've done really well for yourself.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Grown
we
a
didn't-
mustache.
I'm sorry we didn't get back to you about the registering
No,
of the
I just
party.
assumed you disbanded. That
No,
happens
we
a
are
lot.
still. I feel like I would have to pay. I feel like I was. one of
Shy
the
would have
people
given you
that
the
filled
paperwork.
out. I'd turned the paperwork over.
Oh, we actually use a new form now. You're gonna have to update that.
off.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's
okay.
just it's been a little
It
while.
has been a long time.
We actually got
wanted to
stuck
talk
in
about,
the Feywild in a time jump.
Oh wow, that's
Well,
awful.
we wanted to talk about. I don't know if it's your level or if we need to go climb a ladder. But my friend here, Lord the Duke Thistle, has his own territory that we were hoping to.
really have moved up.
I have been
have.
representing. I've been representing the Trigon in a military sense, helping Tywin out. I don't
Yes.
know if- yeah.
Yes.
We've worked together.
I've signed off on some of
and-
those checks.
Yeah, and so I want to make that more of official relationship and hopefully build some form of both diplomatic relationship, but also an embassy of some description within the city.
Yeah, you absolutely can submit a petition to establish an embassy. I can give you the paperwork. There's about 6 forms.
We'll fill that out right now, and
Sure, yeah, and then
so we
it
can
has to
off
go.
on us
I gotta
another
send
adventure.
it up the chain,
Of
and then
course.
embassies get approved by the Scarlet Acathir.
Right.
Gives final approval based on diplomatic relationship between kingdoms, but I'm sure that.
I have a question for you. Sir.
Mm-hmm.
What is
I'll
it?
start filling out the paperwork.
Did you go to school for this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, studied.
I studied, political science and policy, civic policy.
Specifically to Tywin.
Yes, yeah.
You guys run things very well here. I like this sort of system you have here. To
I
help.
grew up in a village just outside of Tywin,
Oh,
and then I
sure,
moved
yeah.
here to go to school, and I got
where
an
do you-
internship.
Where do you see yourself going in your career?
Well, I mean,
see what's
I've been on a pretty good upward trend so far. I've moved up to this position.
Any hopes for like an ambassadorship? Or?
Yeah, long-term goals.
I mean, I've never really thought about it. I've never really thought about the political side of things. I've always sort of been in the bureaucratic side of things. It's never really.
Working, I mean, but being an ambassador is, if you think about it, quite a bureaucratic task.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start though. That's usually an appointed position. So
Would you
it's-
Would you be interested in coming to work for us?
I mean, well, I'd have to see what the proposal is. I'd love to know more about what your bureaucracy looks like.
We don't have any. We would essentially be looking to build it from the ground
You'd be
up.
coming in at the ground floor of civics,
We have nothing.
creating a system. You could take what you think is good about Tywin and maybe get rid of anything that you think is bad. Obviously with checks and balances and
Okay. I mean, I would love to be. I mean, that is an enticing proposal. I will admit that is a
should
enticing
get someone from
proposal.
Skalan as well. To
Yeah, she really balanced it.
Well, you've given me a lot to think about. And,
If you're interested,
I have definitely. That is exciting to be the the part of develop. Certainly in the at least the development of your bureaucratic systems, and I think I could lend a lot of expertise, and that would be very
how
exciting.
much do you get paid a year?
Oh man, I make probably 20,000 in my new position. I make about 22,000 gold pieces a year.
so much money. That's
Wow.
what one gold is the equivalent of like I think it's like $1,500 or something ridiculous.
No, I thought it was like
like-
I thought it was like $25. I didn't think it was that much.
Is this guy making millions in a supposedly socialist government system here?
The approximate is it's approximately $104.
One gold.
He is making quite a bit of money.
One gold
Don't
piece.
leave
He's,
your
he's
job.
making what, 220,000 a year?
$2.2 million.
Oh my god.
Okay, maybe it's a little less than that. He's making like I make about
2,200 gold.
no. I make
That's
about
220 grand a year.
yeah. 2,000 gold pieces? No.
2,200 gold pieces is the equivalent of 22.
The reason why someone did this math is because adventurers would inflate. Like, because adventurers find large sums all at once, it changes the... Like,
I'm gonna stick with 22,000 because it's not. We don't use the
It's just
American gold.
one-to-one?
It's just like it's
we don't
basically
use the American as a standard.
if it's 1-to-1, then he's making like $64,000.
Okay, so it's like a 3-to-1 kind
Yeah.
of... Okay.
All right. Well, the offer. Think about it. We could
Yeah,
chat
I mean,
more.
I'd love to see the offer and the proposal, and
even if we just bring you on as as a consultant
Yeah.
to help us get started. If you don't want to leave this position, we could bring you in as a consultant.
Absolutely. That's really exciting. Thank you for thinking of me.
Well, we go way
How
back.
fortuitous.
We go way back.
Yeah, we really do. And best wishes. Great name, by the way.
Thank you.
And let the folks know that that we're involved because it might help move the bureaucratic needle along.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I said, I can get you. I can get you the new paperwork.
And you said something about signing checks.
Oh yeah, like so it's sort of like it's like a background check.
Oh, checks.
Yeah. Sign off on those.
Yeah.
All right, well, it was lovely seeing you again, Mark.
But you should receive your payment.
Cash prize.
Oh my gosh.
You would receive like a small stipend. Okay, well, I will send this up the chain, and good luck on your adventuring.
Of course.
All right.
So this guy's making
Mark with a C.
22,000 a year.
No, 64,000 a year.
Oh, it's 1-to-1 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He makes
Do
64,000 a
No,
year.
no, let's do 22,000.
Okay, 22,000
That's
a
not very
year.
much.
I've been working for the government for a month as like a pretty high-ranking official. So like,
Oh my
1,000 gold
god.
pieces.
Money hungry
About
capitalist.
2,000 gold pieces.
My brain turned to goo during all of that.
Oh, yes. And with that dry ass piece of content,
Nah, dude, all the fucking nerds out there loved that shit.
They did.
Bureaucracy.
You
I've had
placed
it-
me in charge of a country. I need to do some stuff so that I don't have to run that on a
Hey,
day-to-day basis.
Tim, I play so much Total War. You don't understand. And a big part of Total War and
management.
Civ 6 is managing a kingdom.
management.
Oh my god.
Do you know a game that I also like to play? Crusader Kings. There's not even like fun parts of Crusader Kings. It's just bureaucracy.
Incredible. We will be back with after our break. You will see the trailer for Sin Eater if you haven't already. So please go check it out. And of course, the trailer for God Killer and our regular break. So grab yourself a snack, grab yourself your official paperwork, and we'll see you soon for part 2.
tweet
Okay,
sleep
bye.
tokens.
Yeah.
A Sin Eater's job is far from an easy one. The afterlife is broken, fractured by old magic, ancient pride, and promises never meant to be kept. For the dead to move on, their sins must be consumed, taken into another, and carried away. Atop the hill, a Vagrius manor awaits, rooted in rot, dressed in ivy. The Evagrius family lies scattered across cold stone and silk sheets, each bound by the sin that shaped their life. For a Sin Eater, each death is a question, each ritual a choice, forgiveness or damnation. Some rage against their fate, some beg, others, they welcome the silence, but none can pass on without the Sin Eater's hand. And the Sin Eater, they carry it all. Grief, regret, guilt, memory. The taste of what lingers, all in the pursuit of absolution.
I know that when I do pass along these notes, I will cease to be.
There comes a time in everyone's life where they must choose, weighing the options before them to help them carve a path ahead. These decisions are often fraught and complicated, especially when the allure of power sits just outside your grasp. What would you do if told that you were meant to change the world? Would you carry your title proud and strong? Would you eschew your role, shying away from your foretold purpose? And how do you do that if it means challenging everything you thought you knew about your morals, your heritage, and most of all, the way you love? With the great divine war just behind us, we find two mortals on the cusp of divinity, grappling with what it means to be truly human, deeply flawed beings in a deeply flawed world on the precipice of the unknown.
I'm Gina Susanna, and I'm playing Ever Halassian, and I'm not the God Killer.
I'm Yanis Vessels, and I'm playing Rake, the Void in Flight, and I am not the God Killer. Not yet.
This Blackwater D&D podcast series is Balance. My name is M. Carlson, and once again, I'll be your god, or your game master. While this game is still a duet, we've decided to expand our horizons and broaden the universe of our cradle, and we'll be welcoming new voices to our table as beloved characters throughout the story. This tale takes us back, long before the end of the universe, to a time where we begin to explore and understand old divine wounds that run so very deep, and what happens when love is caught in the middle. So bring your talons, your incense, and your family secrets, because you're going to need it. God Killer Balance, sponsored by Hero Forge and Moonbeam, comes soon to wherever pods are cast. Until then, heretics, be safe.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some ass for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for you.
All right, so it
You can
is.
open it, you can open it.
You can totally open it. Very funny. So you arrive back, and you are a few days out from CovenCon. You've rested now a couple of days, so I'd say you probably have 1 level of exhaustion.
All right, shall we go? I'll introduce you to my boy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How old is he?
It's about 3 days out.
I think he's about 500 years old or somewhere in that region.
That's crazy.
But he
He's
looks
a-
in his late 20s.
He's an archfey. He's one of the lords.
And what Nepo baby does he look like?
He probably looks like young Walton Goggin.
Walton Goggins, not a
Nepo
Nepo baby.
No, never, baby.
Not a Nepo baby.
All right.
Josh Brolin?
Oh.
Is Josh Brolin a Nepo?
No, he's a little more fair than that. No.
Nicolas Cage. of the Coppola
Of the Coppola family? Yeah.
A little known fact.
That's so funny.
People forget. He's related.
I'm hearing the video of the Coppolas, like that. The
Little Nicky Coppola.
so I think we. I try and find my mom, like maybe a day out from that.
Yeah, she's around.
We're gonna head out. Are you gonna come? Adri's gonna
Yes.
come, I think.
Yes, of course. I'd love to.
There's a whole thing about being part of a coven, and we spoke to a witch who's here in Taiwan, and she said that Bedlam's night, there's binding of covens.
All right.
Would you like to be in a coven with me, Mama?
Do you mean that?
Yeah, I do, of course.
I would love to.
Okay,
Yes,
Adri too.
of course.
Yeah, and then I think anyone in the party who wants to be in it also. I mean, ideally it would be all of them, so I could have some form of protection with them, but maybe not Mark, because Mark can't come.
Right.
But it doesn't mean we couldn't get him in later. Okay.
Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah, and I think we should try and seek out those the sea witches, maybe, just for a chat.
I think that's a good idea.
If it's your if Abilene was your great grandmother or whatever, it would be good to kind of find our. I want to use the word roots, but there's not like that in the sea. So.
I guess you're right.
Okay. I'm glad you're coming, Mama.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll pack a bag or something. We'll be.
There's roots in the sea.
There's roots in the sea.
There's some roots in the sea.
Okay. Well.
Not many. That could help.
Kelli.
But I don't think it's very deep roots.
Esper and Blueberry just listening to this lovely conversation.
Well, no, they would have to be quite deep because they.
It was like it swept over.
We're on a tangent here.
Maybe the forest, the kelp forests might have deeper roots.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are strong. Those
Well,
are
we'll pack our bags, get ready to go. Dad's gonna stay here, I think.
It's, I think, probably for the best.
Good.
Nope.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask until you tell me.
All right.
Okay. Okay, Mama.
I can ask.
You're all
They
right.
go and pack their bags. Adri's got a little bag packed.
I look over at Adri, I go, if we're in a coven together, we're like sisters.
Oh. Right. Yeah, I guess you're right.
All right, sis.
That's funny because if Esper's in the coven too, like, it's sort of like their brother and sister.
I don't.
Am I nearby to hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not joining a coven.
Oh. All right.
We have to join a coven.
You really think I need to add witch shit to all of this?
I think it's.
It's a few layers
Boy.
deep that I think I can
I
not
think
be.
it's less about you taking on anything if you don't want to, but more about like a binding
Shy.
of.
He can be under our protection.
Okay.
Our coven can look out for you.
And I can look out for your coven.
Yeah, because we're sisters.
Yeah, we're sisters.
Also, I was reading this book and it says seagrass actually has root systems. Apropos of
Yeah, I
nothing,
believe
yeah.
it. I mean, I don't know.
And mangroves, which are technically a ocean
right.
flora.
Shall we go?
I guess you're right. There are roots in the sea.
Will you plane shift us to Feywild?
I can try.
really-
I'm fully rested, or I have one level of exhaustion?
Level of exhaustion.
Cool, we're doing this.
I'll
Use
take us.
advantage.
I'll-
No.
No, I'll take us.
He's attuned to it.
No, but I can plane shift.
No, I think this is more fun.
Miri would cast guidance on you.
Your plane shift can be an oopsie, we fucked up.
The escape hatch.
Listen, why spend resources when we don't need to?
All right.
I have an amulet of plans. If you can't.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. The lower of the two, with guidance, 12, plus my intelligence, 3, exactly 15. We got a toe over the line.
Damn.
Baby. And we're, I'm sending us to Illume, yeah?
Because he hasn't been to.
Yes.
He hasn't been to your house.
Yep. So yeah, you again find yourself getting to that sensation of shifting as your stomach drops, and you find yourself.
Briefly see hell.
Oh! You see, a multitude of other places kind of zip by. You're like, no, Illume. As you arrive in Illume, as you see the kind of bustling streets, all manner of folk kind of heading through.
With guidance, the math isn't as bad. It's not great flat, but with guidance, I think it's worth the run.
All right.
And then I will transport via plants us to
Okay. To
Nash's estate.
yes,
Or as close as magic allows.
the what's it called? Tristal.
Dristhall.
All right, so you arrive at Tristal, and you see Darius, the groundskeeper, is there.
Darius.
Ah, hello again.
Hello. I've brought my friends.
Ah, welcome to Tristal.
I'm Blueberry.
Nice to meet you.
You are?
Welcome.
My name is Darius.
Darius.
Yes.
And what is your thing?
Oh, I am the groundskeeper here
Oh,
at Tristal.
nice.
Please come in.
What's your favorite plant?
Ooh, I really like the hyacinths
Oh,
that grow here.
that's nice.
Yes, and the rhododendron bushes have just bloomed. Quite something.
Beautiful.
Love those.
Thank you.
All right, well,
What's your least favorite plant?
My least favorite,
Yeah.
the mint.
Oh, okay.
What one? Spear? Pepper?
Spearmint. It grows. It's a weed. Oh, it's just dreadful.
You ever make it into a tea?
Of course, I am overloaded with spearmint tea.
Can I have some?
Sure, of course. You could have a whole bag.
Thank you. I will take that.
Oh,
Make
that's
mojitos in the summer.
dude. Feywild mint. That's gonna make some cool stuff.
Took a bag.
I'm using as much as I can, but
Full witch.
trying to keep on top of it is just
No
crazy.
warlock or witch.
Oh.
Cause that's cool. I like that.
all right, so
I'd say probably like max 10 gold pieces.
For all of that?
Yeah.
For like the custom for the first two things, like
Okay.
Really asking
Like,
for homework here, kid.
no.
Or maybe the first. Okay, it's then like 25 at
Okay.
most.
all right, so everyone be very cool. All right. Nash is very cool, and I don't want to look silly in front of him.
Right. I forgot
And who's
that they were
Nash?
named after fucking basketball.
Lord Nash Stevine is the moonlit.
Steve Nash. My boy, Steve Nash.
Is the
He's
moonlit
my
prince.
boy.
I had a poster
Nash
of him
Stevine.
in my bedroom growing up.
I met his parents
Really? Were they nuts?
Me?
at the
I'm his
at
dad.
the 2000 Olympics. They gave me their Canadian flag.
Oh my god.
Nash Stevine. The moonlit prince.
Everyone be very, very cool.
I don't think we know how to be anyway else. This'll.
You see when Darius gets in, he kind of rings a bell to let the lord of the manor know that you've arrived. He comes down the stairs, got a beautiful, kind of elegant lavender coat.
My boy.
Ah, hello.
The
Yes.
We're here for your help to take us.
Oh, you're looking to go to Delvi.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Way.
I'm Blueberry.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Kind of puts out a hand.
Oh my god, she like misses.
He catches it with his other hand, which you notice has kind of like almost like a draconic like scale and like almost a lizard like quality.
Oh, scary. Cool.
Catches it. Oh, sorry.
Oh no. Cool, scary.
Well, are you ready to go right away?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
Yes.
we need.
Let's-
I'll call the carriage. And he steps out.
cough out a coin.
It's in lodged right. It's like
I'm
phlegm.
giving you heartburn from.
Oh, dude. It's right in the esophagus.
And you watch as he goes outside and blows a little whistle. It's got this kind of high-pitched frequency. And about a minute later, you see this beautiful kind of dark blue carriage emerges from the forest, kind of winding its way through, and you see it's pulled by 2 large griffins as they kind of bound through.
Oh, Griffin's grapes?
And you see they're kind of like the harness is kind of hooked up around the edge of the carriage. After you.
Thank you.
Kind of opens the door. There's plenty of room inside.
Are you coming?
Well, yes, someone has to drive the carriage.
But I mean, you're going to hang out for the pre-party.
Oh, I will probably pay my respects to the Witch Queen. Perhaps peruse the market. But I don't know that I'm not invited to Bedlam tonight. So.
Oh, all right.
But yes, I will peruse the market. Perhaps pick up a charm.
Have you ever had country lemonade?
No, but I would like to.
Miri is with us.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. Hang on tight.
Oh.
As he kind of closes the door to the carriage, and you hear kind of a latch click.
Can I sit up front with him?
Yeah. Yeah, as he kind of comes around, you're like, hey, and he's like, yeah. And he brings you up the front. You might want to wear that. And there's like a belt that kind of loops across, almost like a seat belt.
I hand you a baseball and 2 mitts.
As the griffins kind of wind their way around the edge of Tryst Hall into kind of a more open clearing. As they start to move quite quickly, you see his hand kind of comes up as this like kind of pale lavender energy encircles the rest of the carriage, and you kind of extends out as the whole thing lifts off, as
Heck
the
yeah.
griffins kind of take off. You start moving very fast through the landscape.
I did not hold on. I immediately bonked my head.
It's quite like, despite the kind of bumpy takeoff, it's relatively smooth once you're up in the air. There is not a lot of kind of jostling at all, which you find a little bit surprising.
No
considering.
turbulence?
No turbulence at all. As you fly across the rest of the moonlit glade, which is like when you arrived, is sort of it's almost like twilight. Very dimly. There's the sun. The moon is not out yet, but it is kind of dark, and there are some stars starting to appear in that kind of twilight haze. As you kind of head through, you go back towards Illume, and you kind of skirt around the edges and past Illume, farther to the south, and you continue on. Again, you're moving very, very rapidly. As you see the landscape kind of shifts, it's beautiful. You can see all manner of forest and different kind of landscapes and things like that, and beautiful large flowers and things like that. But as you travel for another few hours, probably another 5 hours or so, past Illume, you can see up ahead where the landscape kind of gives way to a more kind of marshy area, like it starts to be kind of wetland, and then eventually into almost like a swamp as he brings the griffins down into, you can see this kind of narrow road that passes through the swamp. Some of it's on wooden planks and things like that, but he slows it down and lands. As you begin your kind of trek into the sort of sprawling city of Delvey, it's a very there is quite a few people that live throughout Delvey, but it's not concentrated in any one place. There's not like kind of a central hub. It is quite dispersed, almost like a collection of villages. As you come into this kind of strange corner of the Feywild, it's very the light is quite obscured here. You can see, even with the sun in the sky, just the way the canopy forms, it's quite dimly lit. And the sun, similar to the moonlit glade, never fully quite gets up high into the sky. It gets a little more light than the moonlit glade, but not much. So you have this kind of, eerie light that comes through, these large willow-like trees, and hanging moss everywhere, sort of dotted with. As you get farther in, you could see all these kind of floating lights within the swamp. Some look like will-o-wisps, other like fireflies, and strange plants that also emit light in kind of almost like in sequence here and there as you move through, and it gets quite humid. As you head down this road. It splits off a number of times, and the griffins seem to know where to go. It seems like Nash has a handle on which path to take, but there's probably dozens and dozens of forks in the road that lead to different places, and it is quite a maze. And you start to hear the sounds of the animals and the bugs and like the buzz and the chirp of birds and frogs croaking. There is this like chorus of animal noises that kind of bubbles up as you get farther and farther in, and you can hear this like strange call of some large animal, but you never see it, but you can hear this kind of eerie long call. And you see a few huts tucked in here and there, but they blend in quite well, until finally you arrive into a kind of larger clearing almost. The canopy comes over, but there is a kind of larger grounds that have been built out. The ground is a little drier here. You can see there's a number of kind of wooden walkways, and then patches of like drier earth that's a little bit higher, and a number of huts that are collected a little closer. And you can see there's tons of people. As like Nash gets in close, he stops the carriage and kind of pulls it off to the side, as you go in on foot, as you're led into Delvie, as you see all manner of folk kind of moving about. You see all these tents. You can hear the music kind of kick up as you get closer. There's all manner of smells that kind of waft through, delicious ones, strange kind of medicinal smells. It is strange. They're like, the colors are super vibrant as you walk through. And yeah, you see there is the kind of charm bazaar, you assume. There's a number of different tents all laid out with tables and different charms of different sizes. And
It's red fair. I love it.
You can see there's a large section where there's a number of fruit stands with all kinds of different exotic fruit. You can see beyond kind of where a number of the huts where residents of this place live. You can see beyond that there's a number of larger houses. They are kind of crooked and built strangely. They weave up into trees and then off to the side at odd angles. But there's a number of different, you assume, kind of boarding houses and lodges. And you also see there is a beautiful kind of silk tent sort of tucked off to the side. And there's a little bit of a line, but there's a fortune teller as well.
All right, so we'll all split up
What?
and then
we
meet
should.
back here in
And
2 days.
Nash heads, once you kind of get in, he goes, the Witch Queen's home is off a little path down this way. I'm going to head there now. But if you're looking for her, that's where she lives.
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
We should probably get ourselves some housing before there isn't any more.
Oh, that's smart.
And then, so at least we've got places to come back to before Bedlam's night.
Blueberry's like halfway like to
We're
a
about-
body stand. She's like, "You're right. You're
We're
right."
what, 2 days away?
2 days away, yeah. 2 sleeps.
2 sleeps.
Get it for maybe for 3 nights, just in case.
All right.
In case something we have to rest up afterwards. Okay.
Nash, anywhere you would suggest for accommodation?
Oh,
You're a lord of the Feywild.
I know, but I've never been here. Nash has, I don't know.
boarding houses are quite popular. There's Miss Cersei's residence, Mr. Corey's, and Madame LaFay's. Those are the 3 larger lodgings.
I think it's more good.
They'll run you anywhere between 15 to 20 gold pieces a night, but you'll get food and drink, and they're bigger than they look.
Oh, wonderful. Like, we'd only need 1 room for all of us, or like...
Oh no, there's just more rooms in them than you think there
I
are.
understand.
Many people camp. There's pretty much anywhere you can pitch a tent, you can camp.
I think if we've got money, we might as well get a room.
Yeah, let's get a room.
I bought camping supplies as well. I thought this was an outdoor event.
Bedlam's
Coachella?
night is.
Good thing I brought camping supplies then.
All right, well, should we find a place to stay? Maybe we'll
Yeah, let's do that first, and then
check out the madams.
Yeah.
I'm easy with whatever one y'all feel
All right.
drawn to.
Well, Nash, it was a pleasure seeing you.
Great to see you too.
Thank you.
We'll come by and say hi on our way
Would it
out.
be improper to ask for the hospitality of the Witch Queen of Delvey?
I think so.
I'm just thinking as a fellow lord of the...
I don't ever stay with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Her house is big, but
You're also not the one who got the invitation.
That's true.
I wouldn't presume. That would be a bit uncouth.
That's why I'm asking you.
No, of course.
All right, well, shall we go check out the madames?
Yeah, let's do it.
And I'll grab a country lemonade on the way out.
Oh, enjoy it.
Yeah, so we go to... Which one did you want to go to?
Madame.
Madame LaFace.
Madame LaFace.
Great. You can see as you head over to hers, it's a beautiful, like, almost looks like a colonial hotel kind of building, but it's set into, built into several large mangrove trees. And you can see kind of the outside is like, there's this beautiful kind of balcony that wraps around the whole thing. As you come in, it's quite nice. Like, it's definitely the fanciest of the three. As you come inside, there's a kind of a parlor room, and there's music being played, and you can see that the stairs, from the outside, it looks about a 3 floor. Inside, you can see the stairs just continue up maybe 7 floors, 8 floors maybe.
It's bigger on the inside. I love that.
You come up to the front desk. Hello,
Hello.
how can I help you?
We'd like to book some rooms, please, if there are any left.
Well, she kind of opens up the ledger. I have some, but they are the expensive ones.
That's
Are they
fine.
up in trees?
They're up on the higher floors, yes.
That's fine.
Honestly, still.
All right, it'll be, how many rooms are you looking for?
How much are the rooms?
Well, typically they sleep 2, or there's 2 beds in each room. They're 50 gold pieces a night.
That's fine.
I'm honestly still on the fence about whether I want camp or not.
Oh, well, let's enjoy it. We can camp when we go to the actual Bedlam's
I
night.
feel like we're only here, once every 13 years. Really get a feel for the event.
All right, if you want to camp, you can camp. I'm going to stay in a hotel.
Do you want a room?
Yeah.
Okay.
The people that we saw setting up camp, did it seem like a fun kind of camping event, or did it feel like the sketchy, grungy
There's
part
all
of
manner of
Yeah.
folk, my friend. There's hags, there's crones.
that doesn't bother.
Yeah, no, there's all
But
manner
it's
of
like,
folk.
is it like people who are like creating these like little communities of tent areas?
I think it's
Or is it
like, if you think about
what's
like...
what's the gut insight with his very high insight? Is it like sketchy to camp, or is it would it be like
seems
fun
like
and rustic?
an experience to camp. It's like, it feels like there's a whole spectrum of people who come to this event.
But like,
So-
Esper's not gonna get fucking rolled and rolled.
No. There are some goblins and things like that. Like there's like sketchier seeming folk. Not to say that all goblins are sketchy.
Dude.
That's fucked up of me
like
to say, but like
Clones of witches,
there are
apparently.
people that definitely look a little more intimidating. But you get the sense that like, because you know that there's absolutely no violence during Bedlam's night, it seems like that's not necessarily a hard and fast rule beforehand, but that's sort of the like,
Right.
that's the vibe. That's the
But
sort of
I would ostensibly
implication.
be safe to camp.
You think so?
Yeah. Okay.
Reasonably.
I mean, that makes the math a little easier.
I mean, we have
There's
funds.
yeah, but there's four people for 2 rooms.
I mean, Miri could have her own room if she wanted. It's up to you whether you want to camp or not. We have the gold for it.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, if you want to stay, you can come stay with me and Miri. If not, welcome to camp. Who knows how the night goes? Maybe I crash in your tent with you.
Sounds good.
We'll have
Nice to have options.
2 rooms,
Keep our options
and we'll
open.
do 3 nights.
Are you
Oh,
gonna stay
just-
after
no.
Bedlam's night? Or?
Just 2 then.
All right.
2 nights.
Very well.
So that's
400.
yeah.
200.
okay.
She gives you the keys.
It was 50 a night.
I'm bad
50
at
a
math tonight. Fucking hell.
Not bad math tonight, dude.
Yeah, I'm bad at math today.
It's okay.
It ebbs and flows, you know?
Ebbs and flows.
Hey, the second the math started talking, I started drawing.
You also did see there was a large kind of tavern as well when you were coming in.
So I'm assuming we all have things we want to do. I know I have a couple places I want to go.
Yeah, we'll go for a little wander.
Yeah.
I want to find a trinket.
I'd love to
too.
go to Charm Bazaar.
Yes,
Yeah,
let's
let's
go
get some
see a
charms.
charm.
Yeah.
Charm Bazaar.
Charm
Yes.
Bazaar.
All right.
All right, Charm Bazaar. Charm Bazaar. Charm Bazaar.
Actually, first we stop and we get country,
Country
lemonade.
lemonade.
Yes, absolutely.
And
What is
I
the
think
name of the stand?
Shy, as we're dropping stuff off in the rooms, Shy takes about 10 minutes longer. And when she comes out, the pants are like, she is in a off-the-shoulder blue, like navy blue dress with the pendant that her mom gave her around her neck. Her hair is kind of like up and kind of pinned back. And she carries a small satchel with her that kind of sits atop or it would be like a pocket on top of the bag of holding.
Nice.
You see that Thistle's wearing the same dress.
Oh, did you get one custom made for you too?
I did.
Same atelier.
Yes. Where else would you go for a dress this quality?
That's very true.
no,
It looks
I'm-
nice on you, Thistle.
I'm just teasing. As soon as Thistle tastes the country lemonade,
Yeah. From Lemon Zingers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to meet the man
Yeah.
at the
he
lemons.
spits it out.
Okay. You see the owner of Lemon Zinger goes,
Blueberry goes.
What is this?
It's lemonade.
This is country lemonade.
it's country lemonade.
Do you not like
Sir, what's your name?
No, I like lemons. Lemons are supposed to be sour. This is sweet.
My name is Brian Lemo.
Brian Lemo.
Brian Lemo.
Perhaps, forgive us.
Ugh.
Would you happen to have an unsweetened version?
You want lemon juice?
Of course, I can give you the lemon juice.
I'm so sorry.
I just don't understand. Lemons are supposed to be sour, but you've made it sweet, so it no longer tastes like a lemon or sugar.
It's country lemonade, Thistle.
It's country lemonade.
No,
It's lemon.
alright. I guess I
sugar,
didn't realize.
water.
Why are we adding the country part?
Because like, I feel like at Playland or the Piney or whatever, it always says country lemonade.
It's country lemonade,
And they put the whole lemon in it.
I don't understand the distinction.
Oh, there is. Like, there's absolutely. You put
That
the whole lemon in
is
it.
in it.
Is that the distinction? Is country lemonade
Yeah, I
has
think
the whole
so,
lemon in
yeah.
it? Okay.
I mean, it's displayed quite clearly. It's a sweetened lemonade.
It's interesting.
It's delightful.
It's so good. I've been looking forward to
Thank
this
you.
for a very long time.
Feel a little insulted that your friend spit it out.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry,
Here's a hug.
Thank you.
I didn't mean offense. I just was not what I expected.
Well, I think it's a bit rude to spit out a drink
But
right
if you
after
don't,
you've tasted it.
but if you don't like it, you're supposed to swallow.
Not right in front of the person who just prepared the drink.
I'm sorry.
So sorry, Brian.
Next time I will swallow the drink that I don't like, that I paid for.
Yes, you should.
All right.
We pay the man. How much?
For the country lemonade, to pay the man, it is 1 eyelash
From each of us or all together?
from each of you.
Oh.
Esper didn't have any because he snuck off.
I'll give you an eyelash.
I pay the man an eyelash.
I'll give him an
In a
eyelash.
little jar. He puts yours in a different jar.
Mine?
No, because you
His-
Oh, oh.
That's a dirty 20 for my perception check. You said you snuck away.
Oh.
Stop writing.
I just wrote, Thistle insulted Brian Lemma, the country lemonade man. And he has his eyelash.
For the record, I didn't do anything particularly insulting. The man chose
To you?
take-
I don't think you get to choose.
Intent over impact, babe.
He chose to be offended by the words that I chose to say. I
Wow.
got a 29 on my
All right.
spell.
Just can't spit out drinks anymore.
Yeah, fucking, you can't.
Can't spit out anything anymore.
Shy delightfully sips her country lemonade as we walk over to the charm.
Make
Bazaar.
spitting okay
Absolutely.
again.
Whoa!
Make spitting okay again. What, you're fucking supposed
Make
to
it okay
swallow
again.
all the time?
Back in my day.
Back in my day, it was up to the person whether they
We
chose
go
to
to the
swallow.
charm
Back in my day,
bazaar.
lemonade out, uphill both ways.
You head to the Charm Bazaar, and you see there is a number of stalls, and they're all laden with charms, and the whole thing is like, you got the rundown, and there is kind of a like, a guide at the front, like at the entrance of this kind of bazaar that sort of guides you through of like, I know it's your first time. The charm chooses you. So just walk through, find what you're drawn to, okay? Payment is a personal token. Something of yours that you exchange for the charm.
All right.
You see Esper's in the charm bazaar already. He had no interest in lemonade. He just was like, I'm going to the charms.
Be well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll just start around this way. Roll a D100.
Oh! Okay, gotta be a good one. Yeah, we'll go with my shy dice. That is an 83.
83. And we'll say, just for the fun of it, if you roll the same as somebody else, we'll have you roll again. 83. You kind of walk through. Ooh, fun. And you find you are drawn to this small white lily that's encased in remarkably clear crystal. Something about it, there's almost like this musical hum to it that you hear as soon as you walk into the bazaar and you spend time trying to locate it and then you find it.
You know what I think it is? As Shy's walking through, she just thinks about the sound of the waves. And I think it harmonizes with the same frequency.
Absolutely.
And that's why she's able to find it, because it's going at the same frequency of the sound of the waves in her head.
So this charm, I'll just tell you.
Oh.
You don't have to go and identify it later, but they all have effects. But crushing this charm, so it's a one-time use, allows the bearer to cast Mass Healing Word.
Ooh,
Whoa.
fun.
Thistle?
44.
44.
Do I win?
You make your way through, and something catches you. Catch a whiff of something that you just can't shake. As you find a small piece of clay that is in the shape, you can see it's been pressed almost with the dried gill ridges of what looks like probably a very large fish that's been set in this kind of fired clay. And by crushing this charm, you provide the benefits of a water-breathing spell to yourself and any creature within 30 feet of you.
Dope.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah, one-time use as you crush it.
But any creatures in like...
And I should go back to, what do you offer as your personal token?
Oh, yeah. I think as my personal token, I take off. I think as I'm walking over, I'm reaching around in my bag, and I pull out my favorite paintbrush.
You hand it to this striking Viperande woman who's just covered in flowers between her snake hair. Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you offer as your personal item?
She's so pretty.
I reach at my belt kilt, and I've got all sorts of like dangly bits hanging off of it, and I pull one of Sprig's white feathers that hangs there.
You hand it to a relatively young-looking man. You can see bald, beautiful ornate tattoos that kind of run down from the temples down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tucks it in.
What's your name?
Taking my thing.
My name is Fezzik.
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 Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Roll that D100.
69.
Yeah. Oh!
Good.
You find a sick.
It's a fucking cock ring.
Hell yeah, dude.
You find
One on your back.
you were drawn to a mask.
Ooh.
This beautiful,
That doesn't fit my aesthetic.
smiling mask. It looks like almost porcelain. This beautiful smiling face. This charm melds with your skin, giving you enhanced beauty. And for the next hour, this charm grants the bearer advantage on all charisma-based checks and saving throws. The charm can be activated 4 times before the visage on the masks changes into a snarling frown. This charm is then cursed.
Oh no.
And I can tell you what the curse is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I know that it's cursed?
I
didn't realize some of the charms could be cursed. Fuck.
You get the sense that there is some kind of, there is a flip side to this.
You are kind of cursed.
But you said it enhances my beauty just immediately, but then I can activate it to make it?
No, when you put it on, like when you first activate it, it lasts for an hour.
And just sits underneath my skin?
Yeah, you can do that 4 times. Like you can activate it 4 times.
Okay.
That's after the first time you put it on. So you haven't put it on yet?
No.
First time you put it on.
I have to activate it to put it on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it activates the first time you put it on,
Right,
and then it just lives under your skin.
Right.
Whoa.
I can activate.
But does it make me hotter while it's not active? And then when I activate it, it makes me even hotter than hot?
It might give you a little edge.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. It's
Yeah,
imperceptible.
just like
but
sharper-
something about it is just like
Sharper cheekbones.
Yeah. It's just
the
like
jawline's a
great
little...
contouring.
It's Commander Gianni right before you
That's when it's
come up.
activated. Yeah. When it's activated, you go full Chad jaw.
Just the jaw comes
Jesus
out of
Christ.
fucking nowhere, dude.
What do you offer as your personal item?
I will go into my bandoliers and I'll pull out one of my first knives and I'll hand that over.
All right, you hand it over to an older woman. You can see in this kind of beautiful woven dress. Thank you. She kind of puts it on the table.
Of course.
Blueberry, what did you roll?
An 81.
81. So you are drawn to, as you kind of move through, your eyes catch something as you move towards it. You see this kind of crude humanoid figurine made of iron. It's kind of like roughly worked metal. And this charm can be activated 4 times as a reaction to grant resistance against damage taken from a successful hit or spell effect.
Whoa.
One more time?
This charm can be activated 4 times as a reaction to grant resistance against the damage taken from a successful hit or spell effect.
And then it is cursed.
You don't know what happens after the 4 times.
You know what's hilarious is my foot tattoo gives me advantage on charisma checks, and my mask now gives me advantage on charisma checks and saves. I'm gonna be
Rizzed out, good smelling
smelling like rose and dope cheekbone. What happens if I do them both at the same time? Become too hot, people die.
Too hot's bad. It's really bad, dude. What do you offer up as your personal token?
So something I collect are fallen whiskers from Fry. So I go into my bag and I take out just one of Fry's whiskers. Got a little collection. Thank you.
You see kind of an older gentleman kind of eyes it up and gives a little like, thank you.
And what's your name?
My name is Plato.
Thank you.
Does he eat the whisker?
No, he does not.
Like a
Does
spaghetti
not.
noodle, dude.
No, I feel like
He
actually
slurps
those are going
it
to be
down.
something. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Does Miri get one?
I think we can flash.
Miri, yeah,
we
we'll
can
do
flash
Miri.
back to
We'll
Miri,
flash
yeah.
back for Miri's charm as you all move through the exit of the bazaar on the other side.
And you said there was a fortune teller?
There's a fortune
Yeah.
teller. There's a bunch of fruit, exotic fruit.
Oh.
And yeah.
I
And
think-
there's a tavern.
And a tavern. I think I would kind of taking now that I have my charm, I think I would go for. I would kind of look at everyone. I'm gonna go see the witch queen. I think it's a little bit of a walk to get there, but I think I'm gonna go.
I want to go to the fortune teller.
Okay. See you back in a bit, then.
Is it bad though? Like, should I want to see the witch queen?
You don't have to if you don't want to. Well,
I'm going to see her at maybe tomorrow or at the event itself.
That's true.
I need to talk to her about furthering relationships, but
Maybe we should set up a meeting with her tomorrow.
Yeah.
More businessy. We'll let you. You're going to go talk to her about
training, right?
Maybe.
We'll talk business with her tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wander off to go find the Witch Queen and her chicken house.
All right.
I will go with
To the fortune
with
teller?
Blueberry. Yeah, to the fortune teller.
We'll go to the Witch Queen first, and then we'll do the fortune telling. As you head over, you kind of follow that path that Nash pointed out. And it does take you a little while. You sort of lose track of time a little bit before you kind of come around a corner into this this kind of dark section of the swamp, and you can see the hut just there, kind of on a mound in the middle of a swamp. And there doesn't seem to be a path towards it. But as you get closer, you watch as the whole thing kind of shifts and lifts up as these large chicken legs extend out underneath and kind of move towards the edge of the path and then kind of lower back down.
I'm enamored. And I would never assume to come inside, so I would knock.
Okay, you knock. You may enter.
And I open the door and go inside.
You head inside this beautiful, simple hut. You can see there's a number of like racks of different things. You can see there's scrolls. There's all kinds of jars of different things. There's a large cauldron in the center. There's another kind of section of the hut. There's another doorway, you assume, to kind of living quarters. But a beautiful kind of kitchen, all kinds of pots and things like that hanging up.
Also, sorry, my brain just flashes something. I'm assuming my mom would have gotten a room with Adri.
Oh, yes.
Also,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
because she's
absolutely.
there as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and they're off doing their thing. We'll be back later.
Yeah, they go through the Charm Bazaar too.
Okay.
Welcome. I'm glad you came.
I kind of did my head. I mean, it was such a nice invitation, I couldn't refuse.
Did you bring your coven?
I think so. I don't really know what the definition of a coven is yet, but I brought my party and Blueberry, who I think you should meet, and I brought my mama and my brother.
Sounds like you're off to a good start.
I think so. I don't think all of them want to join.
That's all right.
I would never force them.
You shouldn't. A coven should be of the willing.
Yeah.
Will you do your binding ceremony?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how, but I'd like to learn. There's a lot of things I'd like to learn, actually.
It's more intuitive than you think,
Okay.
but I can help you.
I'd like that.
I'll come to you on Bedlam's night.
Okay. You said the last time I saw you that if I wanted to learn, and not just have a coven, but to learn, I'd like to. There's been 3 or 4 times over the last while where people have taken control of my mind, and I don't like that very much.
No.
And it's made me do awful things to the people I care about, and I would like that to stop. Or if I can't make it stop, then I want to make them pay for it.
Then I think you're in the right place.
I thought I would be. I figured you would know what to do.
After the ritual is complete, if it's successful, and you're able to bind your coven, I will show you the beginnings of what it means to be a witch.
I'd like that very much.
We'll start with curses.
Curses? Okay.
It's a good way to get even.
That's good.
Would you like some tea?
I'd love some tea. Thank you.
Take a seat.
I do.
She kind of makes up some beautiful tea. It smells delicious. She pours you each a cup.
I was wondering if you oversee everything here,
I do.
and I don't think that there's a hierarchy where you're the leader of the witches' covens or anything like that, but I have some questions about one coven in particular, maybe before I go approach them.
Pose your question.
What can you tell me about a coven of sea witches. I saw them in a vision, and I think they were formed by a great, great, great times 100 grandmother.
The Sirens of Salt and Spray.
Okay.
They're one of the major covens.
They're here?
They will be.
They haven't arrived
yet.
Okay.
I would suspect that they'll arrive tomorrow.
Well, I'll be waiting for him then. I brought my mother and my brother as well. And they're, my mama was called the Witch of the Shallow Moontide. But I don't know so much that she's a witch in the same way that you are.
Usually, titles like that are given by others, and it's usually to slander us. But they can also carry great weight. And sometimes they strike on something true without realizing it.
She used to get her power from Riez. She and my brother both did.
Dangerous stuff.
It was. Can I... Between you and I, she was the one that blew it up.
She must be quite powerful then.
She was.
She must have a little witch in her then.
Probably.
Well, she's certainly done a number in the world.
Yeah. The moon did some terrible things to her. And when we were there at the Gemini, she made a choice. And then I think my party members and I made another choice as well. We did what we could.
You changed the balance?
I think so.
I can feel it. You did.
Sorry, my blood sugar's high and my phone's angry about it. That's gonna happen.
There's
nothing we can
bugs
do about it.
in the swamp.
That's okay. I ain't never
Sorry,
mind a
the
few bugs.
hinderlings are farting a lot.
You shifted the balance, and I suspect the next Bedlam's night might be a bit busier.
Like the one in 13 years from now.
This one is already busy.
Why do you think that?
Because where magic now rests in the world is closer to where a lot of witches draw their power from.
So you think more people are going to start making pledges towards covens?
I suspect.
Does that grant you more power?
No. I don't draw my power from the other covens.
Makes sense. You draw your power from the hearts.
Partially. And knowledge and wisdom. It's been passed down. Experience. All manner of places. Power doesn't come from just one place.
Power should be diffuse.
Or else it can be taken away very easily.
Or manipulated.
Where do you get your power from?
For a long time, I thought it was from my anger. But I don't think it's from there anymore. I'm someone who likes to show up for other people. And I like to be depended upon. I like to be trusted and steadfast for other people. And that's what spurs me on, I think, is knowing I can do what I can for the people who I care for and who care for me.
Take that into your binding.
I will. Thank you very much for the invitation.
I'm glad you came.
And I apologize in advance if there's any shenanigans that happen with the people I've brought that I was not involved in.
That's sort of part of the lead up to Bedlam's night.
Doesn't surprise me.
It's not a clean affair.
Okay. Is there anyone I should avoid at all costs?
I would give Hecate her space.
You are the second person in under a week to tell me that.
Her reputation precedes her. She'll be coming by tomorrow. She always does.
She arrives a bit later on.
Typically right before Bedlam's night.
The witch I spoke to, who gave me that same advice, said her son was really dangerous.
He is. I had to banish him myself.
And that he's a vampire.
He is. How do you know about that?
The witch told me.
Interesting.
And I'm friends with a vampire or two.
You should be very careful.
I will be.
They are dangerous.
Well, I should clarify. The person I'm close with, I don't think he's fully a vampire. I think he got bit. And I think a very powerful being is trying to protect him from what he could become or who could try to control him.
It's difficult to stop the transformation, but I believe it is possible.
If anyone could figure out how to do it, it's the being that's protecting him. So
What is this being?
I can't tell you. If I did, you'd never be able to get it out of your head.
It's not very often I come across mystery that I don't understand.
Well, that means we'll have to talk more, won't we?
I suppose so.
The girl's got to have some secrets.
You keep your secrets.
I think we spend the next, like, however long she'll entertain me, just kind of like...
About an hour before
Yeah.
she's like,
Got another meeting.
Another meeting.
Yeah.
It's,
Do you think?
Do you ask what the vampire's name is? What Hecate's name is? Like, is it just Hecate, or is it, or Hecate's son's name is?
I think I would. Yeah, I think I probably would have.
Hecate Jr.
What
T-Cat.
is Hecate herself a vampire?
No, but she was married to one for a while.
Might I ask who?
Who she was married to?
Yeah.
His name was Cain.
Is he in any way related to a man named Enoch?
I don't know.
Okay.
But
I
that's
never
not her
met
son.
him.
Cain isn't her son, it's her husband.
I know, but I was asking if Cain was related
No,
to
no, I
Enoch.
know. I'm just like, who's the son then?
And then I guess from that, I was like, well, since I know that I've been chased by vampires, attempted to be bit by vampires, and mind controlled by one, what's the name of her son? So I give him a wide berth.
His name is Herod.
Herod. Well,
And the only one who can control him is his mother.
it's
She
disconcerting.
keeps him on a tight leash.
I bet she does if she wants to maintain her presence here.
He tends to...
Herod or Harrod?
Herod.
Like with an E.
H-E-R-O-D. From my understanding and the tales that I've heard, Herod feeds only once a year.
But when he does, it's a lot.
It's only one. It's always a father.
Oh. So the relationship is not a good one with his father, then, I'm assuming.
I don't know. But I know Hecate and Cain are not together anymore. Haven't been for quite some time.
Okay. Well, as a word of precaution then. I have no doubt that you can protect yourself. But if you're ever in Clore, stay clear of a man. It's Enoch Murnau. Stay clear of a man named Enoch Murnau.
I'll take that into account. Thank you.
He has ties to... He's got a hand in everything in Clore, and he's the one who tried to turn my friend.
I see.
And they're everywhere. They're in all of the major cities.
That's why I told you they're dangerous.
Enoch's name doesn't happen to be E-N-A-K, is it?
No.
Okay, because that's just Cain backwards, and I was like, that's...
It's E-N-O-C-H.
Yeah, like the biblical Enoch, yeah.
Not a biblical name.
I think those would probably be all the questions I would have for her. Would it be okay at some point if maybe I set my mama down to take audience with you?
Of course. I'd love to meet her.
I'm sure she'd like to meet you too.
Tell her to come by this evening.
I will. Thank you. And I kind of give a nod, make sure I finished my tea. And I would pull out of my bag a shell from Keshwara, and I would place it on the table.
She just kind of nods.
It's always nice to come bearing gifts, so.
It is always appreciated.
Take care. I'll see you tomorrow, then.
I'll see you tomorrow.
And so my understanding was after Bedlam's, then we train?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
going to send my mom to see her tonight. Okay,
Yeah.
great. And I would go and wander back.
All right. You all head over to... Do you go with them to the fortune teller?
I think I just fuck off for a bit. Okay. Just wander around.
All right. You two
That's
head
like
over to
going
the
a
fortune
fair
teller.
with me.
You were so close to us the entire Ren Fair. You didn't mess up.
Yeah.
You- Oh,
Because I understand... Oh, actually, wait.
No.
Sorry, bud.
Fucked up. You can always come back.
Nope.
Time.
Shai hasn't gone to the fortune
I'm
teller
gonna
yet. I'll
kill
go
the
with you.
fortune teller when we're
Nice, I
done.
like that. That's really taking
I'll go
power.
with you.
All right. So you see...
Oh, we got minicam up and everything. Heck yeah.
A small goblin. She's got kind of a pointy cloth cap and a kind of a cloak wrapped around in her beautiful tent. There's incense burning, and you see she has 9 cards kind of laid out in front of her.
Hi.
Hello.
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 What's my name?
Your name is Blueberry.
Oh, she's
She's good.
good. I'm Thistle.
It's nice to meet you both.
And you are?
My name is Salem.
Salem. Oh, of course it
Ooh,
is.
lovely.
Slay.
We're here to have our fortunes read.
Ah, very well. All I require for payment is 3 nights of good dreams.
And how do I transfer those?
Bedlam's Night?
Bedlam's Night is the like.
But this is like
festival.
This festival is Bedlam's Night.
Yeah, yeah.
3 nights of good dreams, as in I'm going to have bad dreams, and you're going to take my good dreams.
Yes,
But will I have bad dreams? Or
You
just
might.
no dreams?
perhaps. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
I've never followed up. I just know that I get good dreams.
But my good dreams. Is it what I dream about?
My good dreams are quite sweet. A lot of eating yogurt
Delightful.
at the bog.
What I do with the good dreams is of no concern to you.
No, I'm not curious what you do with them. I'm just asking, like, is it the dream I would have, and you are me, or you just have a good dream instead of me?
I don't
That's
know.
what my question is.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard
Got
to
a
tell if
Griffin
you are
Scribes
me.
kind of energy for me.
Well,
I'm not
I don't know what you dream of.
Oh, you will know if it's my dream.
I dream of many different things, so
Oh, well,
it's hard to
buckle up. It's gonna be a wild ride
Can we
for you.
decide when they happen? Because I feel like for the next couple nights, I want to have like decent dreams.
Oh, it might not happen in the next 3 nights, just 3 nights.
All right, I give you
All
3
right.
nights of my good dreams.
Me too.
All right.
But like I said, buckle up.
If you would lean over and take a big, deep breath. You kind of over the incense as you both inhale. And as you exhale, there is this kind of wispy smoke, and you watch as she pulls out 2 bottles, and the smoke kind of drifts into the bottles, and she corks them up, puts them in a little bag.
Scary. Letting my
I'm
soul
really
go
sad I'm
through.
not here because I had an opportunity to say something just kind of really sad about Esper's life.
I don't have good dreams.
I've never once not had one.
Only have nightmares.
All right. So as she kind of lays at the cards, there's 9 in front of you. You can each pick 1 card.
One, number 4.
I can get it. Oh, no, this one.
No, I want 4. Yeah. Thank you.
Who would like their fortune told first?
Go ahead.
All right.
Read them and weep.
Oh,
The Fool.
classic.
God, it looks so evil.
Yeah.
Show the card up to the screen.
I can do it like
goodness.
this. Is it going to be fucked up focus? Oh, that's actually
No, it's
pretty
fucked up
decent.
focus.
You can still kind of see the shape. You can see the shape of
You're
it.
calling me a fool?
Timothy, the fool.
I always get the fool,
She kind of looks at you.
like in real life too.
This is something you should investigate.
Like, well, have you met me?
Well, someone will call for aid.
Okay.
Do not trust them.
Oh shit. Okay.
They will seem helpless. Do not trust them. They may beg. Do not trust them.
Well, that's it.
That's it. That was yours.
Ooh.
Sage.
But it's an upside down sage. Does that matter?
No.
Doesn't.
This is so fitting. That's so funny. She goes,
No, if you put it in
give advice freely and often. It will save another's life in the near future, earning you their loyalty.
Interesting.
Fuck. More tree dad.
Fits so fucking
Yeah,
well.
that's great.
Can I do another one?
No,
I'll give you 3 more good night's dreams.
no,
I'll give you 3
it's not how it works.
Do you
sexy
read palms?
dreams.
No,
Oh.
You want some
but
sexy?
you do have a lovely palm.
You want some sexy dreams?
Excuse me.
What?
I don't need any more sexy dreams. I have plenty.
I poke my head into the tent. Blueberry, I need your help with something. Can you come quickly?
Have you come to get your fortune read?
Do
No.
it. It's sick.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
She knows your name already.
Yeah. Watch this.
I'm assuming you're going to say my name?
Which is, of course,
My name's Esper.
Esper Declan.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't need to know the road I'm on.
All right. Very well.
Can I use his card?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Tim, sorry, this is too fun. We want more.
Is there another
I think
fortune
Shy
teller?
would come
No,
back
but you might
and-
want to try some of the fruit.
People keep saying
People
that.
keep talking about, is there something more that we can know about the fruit?
It's delicious. And it comes from all over the Feywild. It does fun things.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I think
Let's get
can I
some
hook
fruit
that up with
salad.
them by the time?
Yes,
they get to the fruit stand?
Because they. Do you want your fortune?
Yeah, go
Can
on.
I meet them like just as?
Yes.
Yes.
you put it with
Ooh,
that.
someone else to read a fortune.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe she won't let me do it again. She knows your name already. It's.
Hi.
Oh.
What's my other name?
Honiah.
Well
She's
done.
good.
I thought that was a fake name. My name is Maggie P.
She's like, I remember I was there for that.
For payment, I require 3 nights of good dreams.
She doesn't want sexy ones.
She might not get a choice
I
at
didn't say I
that point.
didn't want them. I said I didn't need them.
She might not get a choice. She gets what she gets.
That's a good thing I said no, because I couldn't afford it.
That's so sad.
You couldn't help yourself.
He says to himself.
Leaving.
Okay.
Do I get to decide what the dreams are? I'm gonna write them down.
You listen. Here's the
I
thing.
think you should
You
write 'em
do
down.
have. Here's the thing.
One
The-
better be
the-
sonning with mouth.
Well,
I swear
the
to God.
loophole of this payment is he has the dream spell, so he can give her 3 nights of good dreams.
I would like
As you kind of breathe in deeply again, that kind of smoke exhales that incense.
I think it smells like salt and
Toss it in.
the ocean. This one.
Death.
Maybe. Ooh, it's the Fates.
Ooh.
That's a beautiful card, my god.
Yeah, cool, eh?
That's so pretty.
I am sorry, but you are fated to witness a terrible catastrophe.
Oh, fuck.
And take solace in knowing that there is nothing you can do to stop it.
Thank you. Okay.
I feel like we saw the moon explode. I feel like we might have knocked that one out.
Yeah, that already happened.
Just because you're
That's
fated to
not
do
where
something
Shy's brain goes. Not at all. Okay. I think Shy takes out her kind of like paper and quickly sketches what the card looks like, just so she can remember.
Nice. Smart.
Yeah. Then.
Good job, Giannis.
Ooh, look at that! That's so pretty.
Deck of many things.
And then bows her head to Salem.
All right.
So she gets 3 of my dreams. First dream. Thistle fucking is a bear.
Whoa.
Halcyon Cell.
Yeah.
You say good dreams. You didn't say wholesome dreams.
Halcyon.
Second dream, getting pollinated as a tree.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Oh, okay.
Third dream, human fucking.
So it's fucking across
It's
the
fucking
board.
across the
Fucking
board
across
in all
the
the different
spectrum
forms.
for everyone.
Dude,
There's something here for
Dude,
everyone.
How many times
Pollinated.
does this will come in the night? Just never
As-
sleeping dry.
As you leave the fortune teller's tent with that kind of burden of knowledge, that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Oh, I can't wait to eat some fruit
Ooh, I
salad.
want to try the fruit.
I'm gonna make a fruit salad
try the fruit
of
next
all of the fruit.
That'll be so nice when we have Jess
smoothie.
back
Yes.
to do the next episode. Giannis, if people want to come listen to us dish about this and everything that happened, where can people do that?
First off, they can tweet at.
First off, yes, please tweet Sleep Token. Most important thing.
They could. I was thinking about this on the drive over. They could only do a podcast with us.
That's fine.
That's
No,
fine.
live
They could-
play in their costume.
in their costume as their own,
But
as their
They've never
characters.
done they've never done interviews like the one
They've
time
done con- there's
two did
photos
an
of them.
interview. They're like his voice was like vocoded and
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they could do that.
that's so much editing.
And they
They
could
can
be
find
their
character.
character.
We'll do it.
No, they can
We'll
just
do
have
it.
a vocoder on.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Secondly, if you want to see Chatwater, we're
Chatwater.
gonna record it immediately after this. We are gonna verbal diarrhea onto this table everything that we thought of during this episode.
It'll be like a dimple shrimp potion that's over a 54.
Exactly. And you can find that on our Patreon. I don't know if this is a free one. We do one of those per month. If
One
not,
free one?
everything from the Knucklebone and up gets access to this Chatwater.
Yes, indeed.
We're going to take a quick bathroom break. We're going to grab some snacks because we're hungry little goblins. And then we are coming right back here to do that.
Yeah.
So if you want in,
My blood is acid.
I
Yeah.
cringed so much during that. I'm so sorry.
I-
It's totally okay.
I was just.
so if you
clutching.
want in, you know where to find it.
It's !Patreon or it's patreon.com/BlackwaterDnD.
And I have one to finish us off.
Yeah, oh my
tonight.
gosh, yeah. So
If
put
this
your
will give,
thumbs up, babies.
if this will gives you one of his good dreams, make sure you don't
Touch
Good night, everyone.